What's this about, money?
About money, all right, but not yours. My brother and I were in a little hot water. I want to need your assistance. Stop.
What's going on?
We're having a bikini contest, and you just won.
It's okay, honey. Everything's gonna be all right.
You listen to your daddy, Sugar, and you don't do anything stupid. You too. Simon says sit the fuck down. Sit down. Now, where are the keys to the motorhome?
On the dresser.
All right, Richie, you take these keys, you start this big bastard up and drive it up front.
Richie, could you do me a favor and eat my pussy for me? Please.
Sure.
Richie, hey. Not when you get around to it. Now.
Obituary. Oh yeah, cockroach naps, rattling traps. How many devils can you fit up on a match? And killing us and he killed the Kerouac cat. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. In my alley round the corner there's a white old man with shoulders and a spirit giving it for crack. You'll never want it back. There's a little kid and his family eating breakfast like Thanksgiving. And a pack of wild desperados go full of their man. Scratching at my door. My only paper as a source. My human interest stories. And the obituary. Oh yeah, cradle for a cat. Wolf looks back. How many angels can you pin up on a match? I wanna know why Hemingway cracked. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Life is the crummiest book I ever read. There isn't a hook, just a lot of cheap shots, pictures to shot, and characters an image of a never dream Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
It's Ron and Fez Show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ, Fez, the engineering staff, working right up to the last moment to get us on the air today. Apparently, with the construction going on here, something fried out in the studio. And I believe we have everything but the call screener up, Earl. Is that where we are?
Yeah, they're working on that as we speak.
They have done a fantastic job today. Very, very impressed because I'd already put my coat on and was heading home. There's nothing better than getting to school and finding out there's no school. It's actually even better than sleeping in. All right, Ron and Fez Show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
And we'll be getting things started here for you. Fezzy, I love the fact that Big Barry Manilow has, after all these years, he's created such a little media firestorm because he refuses to go to The View because the girl from Survivor is such a dangerous political figure in the country right now. He said, I will do The View, but not if I have to talk to the girl who was voted off Australian Survivor.
Yeah, they ought to do it like wrestling, where they just put her in a rat cage suspended above the stage while he performs.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure that there are undateable guys out there giggling along with you.
So, yeah, this may be the lamest celebrity feud ever. Barry Manilow versus Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
What's so lame about it for you, Fezzy?
Just the fact that it's really two inconsequential people.
I disagree. First of all, Barry Manilow, and he's how old, 60s?
Yeah, I would say
had a number one album this year. So I see people acting like, oh, he's a D-list celebrity and all. But, Earl, how many people pull off a #1 album?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot. And not at his age either, where it's such a youth-driven market to come out of the box with a #1 album.
And you do not want to, Fezzy, if you're an advertiser, you got to sit there and look at the fan lows. I mean, they've been around. They have stuck with this guy for 30-some years. I go just the opposite. I find it stunning that he felt the need to go this far. I understand that he disagrees with her. But why not show up on The View? Everyone's stupid and cackling over each other anyway. And why not say, hey, you know who's really dumb on this show? The pregnant girl. Why not point her out that way? What is the problem that people don't feel like they can't be the same political camp?
I guess they feel like this is their stand. Like, they don't want to argue, but they still want to make a stand. He doesn't want to confront her.
Well, he's not a political guy, though.
Right.
Up to this point, he's never been a political guy. I'll play your part, Fez, and point it out this way. He's a gay guy, and she's saying gay guys can't marry. So that is like, Earl, could you go on a show that, and where's Dave today? Why don't we have the double chair?
I told him to be in this chair at the start of the show.
I don't understand it. I don't understand what you have to do here. No, thank you, Dave. We got it. We got the whole premise now. Earl, could you go on a show where people say, I don't want Earl or black people to have the same rights as me?
I would do it mainly just to get my point across and just show, like, I'm not an animal, I'm not some subhuman type of person.
So you really do still feel that you have to be out there representing black people in year 2007 to show that you're not subhuman?
Yeah, because there's still people out there that still hold that view. It was like, no pun intended, but I just feel like...
View, I got it, pun.
I just feel as though if you make a good presentation, you make them look like the bad guy.
All right, so you're saying Barry Manilow, if he wants to represent, he's got to get out there and say, look, I get it. You don't like us, but I'm here to show how good a people we are.
Yeah,
That's what Barry should have done.
Yeah, you take the high
And then
road.
sang songs from the 70s. Because that's his new album, right? Songs from the 70s?
Yeah.
I wish he would just do an album of just Led Zeppelin covers. Maybe even an occasional Pink Floyd. But stuff that he has never heard up to this day. All right, so there you have it. Here's another little piece, Fuzzy. This one comes out of Australia. A little girl down there. She's 12 years old. I believe just turning 13. And she gets made the kind of face of their fashion week. So she's just a little girl. She's 12, turning 13 years old. She's 5'7". Basically, you have to look at this girl like this. She's exactly like Lily's niece, where she's very young, but looks much older. The type of little girl that men would be into. So people are complaining that this is too young to be these fashion models nowadays. You're sexualizing little girls, even though she's 5'7", and I believe legs right up to her eyeballs. She literally has legs right up to her eyeballs and can pin them behind her head and still walk. I don't know how she does it, but it's like watching a pretzel walk down the street. So it's sexualizing these little girls. And Janice Dickinson, who runs one of these modeling shows on TV.
Right, I'm not sure which one, though.
Says that you're way too young at this age to be out there. The world of modeling, it's sex, it's drugs, it's alcohol. Photographers are disgusted. They say every photographer is like Mike Kaka. They said you've got to be 100% careful around these. And it's not a business for young girls. Where are you on this one, Fuzzy?
I say let the 12-year-old fashion model. It's about fashion. Anyone who's making this about sexuality,
yeah,
that's in their own mind.
All right, so if you've got a little girl wearing a G-string, and she looks 25, but she's 12 or 13, that's everyone else's fault. Well, not the modeling industry itself. You're not sexualizing that little girl.
Well, it depends on what she's modeling. If she's modeling clothes and dresses, then it's about fashion. This little girl wants to be a fashion model.
I understand that she wants to. What if she wanted to be a stripper? That's not the same thing. If you're wearing tiny little bathing suits, if you're dressing like a fashion model, let's face it, half the time they're barely wearing anything, you're somewhat sexualizing. All right, Damon, I'm going to bring you back in now. You didn't do what Fez asked you, but now you're ready to start the show.
I'm ready.
Where are you on this one, David?
I think you have to, I think if you're in the fashion industry, does not mean you're necessarily in there for sex. You're in there to show off the clothing and the design of the clothes, so I don't think anything's been done wrong.
Nothing has been done wrong. What people are saying is, watch out for the little girl. That we sexualize little girls in this world, and then we're shocked later. Earl, where are you on this one? You're a Baptist.
I think that's too young. Way too young.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're really going too far with this one.
And I mean, is there any? I mean, if 12 doesn't matter to you, why does it 9? Why doesn't 7? At what point do you start to say it is too young?
But you do have children models all the time. You have them in Christmas catalogs.
I think we all know the difference between little girls modeling in Christmas catalogs and then walking the runway in Paris and Milan and fucking New York City. I think it's two different businesses.
She wasn't doing anything, though, Mr. B. I mean, she was just walking. I mean, kids walking. When I go to the beach in New Jersey, I see little girls 9, 10 years old wearing bikinis all the time. Now, should I say, hey, these kids are scantily clad?
Let's take a look at this little girl. Here she is at age 12, 13. Now, if you don't know the age, you're immediately going to say, true or false?
Totally true.
All right, here is George. George, you're on the Ron and Fez show. George. We don't have you, buddy? I don't know whether we got the phones up and running, so I'm going to just fool around with them a little bit. Steve, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Steve. All right, so apparently we can hear them, but they cannot hear us, I think is where we are with this. So, Earl, you think too young?
Yeah, that's way too young.
Yeah.
It's not even close. I mean, was it 12, 13? That's way too young.
But again, at what age do you let them do it?
I would say like 15, 16, maybe 17.
Still a minor.
No, but 17 is the age of consent. You can
in Australia.
All right, but we're not talking about a little girl having sex with an adult.
No, but he's like, there's no difference. But the point, I mean, when you're dressing up 12-year-olds and kind of making them look very provocative, that's a little creepy.
But provocative to who, Earl?
In general, with the modeling industry, the clothing is always very provocative.
But let me roll into this. Why would a guy like me show up at any runway shows anyway? Either mainly, if you're modeling clothes, you're modeling from other women. Yes or no?
True.
Yes. Give me somebody.
Yes.
Dave, you're out. Let's bring in this guy. What's your name, intern? I never really learned it.
Graz.
All right, Graz. Graz, are you picking up on the story at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so here you have... Now, you're how old, Graz?
I am 23.
All right, now, if you did not know, is this a girl that you would be attracted to?
I'd be attracted to her, yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna call the police right now.
I know.
Because, Graz, she's 12 years old. You are basically saying that you are attracted to a little leaguer at this time.
She looks 16.
Yes, to a sick person like yourself, I'm sure she does. And you're a filthy drug addict,
Oh,
Mike.
yeah, you know.
But at the same time, who do we put the heat on for sexualizing this girl? Is it going to be Graz, or is it going to be the little girl or the modeling industry?
Well, it's definitely going to be me, because I'm an easy target.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be up to... And you're not an easy target until you start to yell out, she is so
Hey, check that out.
hot.
Damn.
She is so hot. We do have a thing in this country, though. Or actually in the whole world. If the little girl could play the violin, we'd say, take it as far as you can. If she was a gymnast, who, let's face it, gymnasts aren't wearing a huge amount of clothes, we don't have any problem with people being gymnasts. But for some reason, the fashion industry, it just feels filthy to us. No one is willing to admit it, but the whole thing just feels like one long line of Coke, and then having a small snack and then forcing yourself to throw up. That's how we feel about the fashion industry. Let me go over and just check these again to see if they're working. I'm going to run back over to the phones. Hey, Pete, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, man. How about JonBenet Ramsey? Who forgot about her? 5 years old, remember?
Absolutely. Now, there's a little girl, and that basically...
And who's responsible there, Ronnie?
Well, the responsibility always lies with the parents, is the way that we have it set up. And allegedly, they may have killed her. I don't know. But if you look at that, here is an industry, and there's a lot of stuff on TV done about this, where the girls are 5, 6 years old, and they do sexualize those modeling contests. They do say, work it, push it, pump. Well, and for some reason, it's gay guys who run this thing.
Well, that's like the end of Little Miss Sunshine, where she's in the pageant and her grandfather teaches her that dirty routine. It's kind of like
I haven't seen Little Miss Sunshine yet. You've completely ruined this for me.
It's still funny.
Hey, Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. How's it going? It's nice to meet you, Jeff. Isn't there millions of models in this world to fill this job? I mean, the only reason to have a girl this young rather, is to sensationalize the product and get the press and basically use this girl to push the designer.
Well, I mean, first of all, everybody uses everybody in business. So, yeah, I'm sure the designer was thinking to himself. Now, the Calvin Klein models have been very, very young for many, many years, at least 20, 25 years that they've been having underage models and boys and girls. They use.
But don't you think he's sort of capitalizing on her age?
Well, we do have.
I mean, we're all talking about it now, so
right.
I guess it's worked.
And absolutely, it has worked to get some benefit to the Australian modeling industry, which I had no idea, other than loggers. Now, here's the thing, Dave. Well, I'll go back to you, Jeff.
Okay.
What's the cutoff age for you then? What age will you say that's?
16.
16. Even though you're still a minor at 16.
Old enough to work part-time during school and old enough to model.
Well, now it's like with an actress.
I have a problem with sexualizing a 12-year-old girl. It just bothers me.
I understand.
It makes me think, like, would I have sex with a 12-year-old girl if I didn't know? And looking at this girl, like, I just feel like very uncomfortable. Like I probably would if I didn't know.
Here's the beauty
and then if
of
I
it.
did, I would just feel ashamed.
With you're the one that always needs a finger in your can, so she would be safe around you. All right, let me go over and thank you very much. Let's check with somebody who should know. Let's check with somebody who started modeling when they were a very, very young person, Fez, in England. At that point, she got into a Beatles movie. Met George Harrison, married him. He wrote something about her. Later, she was with Eric Clapton. He wrote Layla, a Wonderful Tonight for her. Let's go over to Pattie Boyd. She's got a brand new book out
called Wonderful Tonight, George Harrison, Eric Clapton, and Me. That's available in bookstores now everywhere.
Pattie Boyd, welcome to the Ron and Fez show. How are you?
Thank you very much, Ron. Is this Ron or Fez?
I'm Ron, and Fez is the gentleman who just told everybody all about your book.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Pattie, you started modeling at what age?
I started modeling at about 18.
We were talking moments ago about this little girl in Australia who was made the face of this Australian fashion show, and it started controversy. She was 12 years old, just turned 13. Is that too old to be involved in the modeling business, or you think it's okay?
Too old? I think it's too young.
It's way too young for you.
Yeah, I think definitely. Because, then they don't have any childhood. And I think it's such a shame because childhood lasts such a short time. And there's plenty of time to be a grown-up. I
see. Now, you were very, very young, 18 years old, and you were a hit model right off the bat, right, in England?
No, first of all, I was working for a company called Elizabeth Arden, and I was only there for about 3 months. But during that 3 months, it was very informative for me because then I discovered glamour magazines like Vogue and Harper's Bazaar, all those kind of magazines. And modeling looked really exciting. Anyway, to my joy, one day, one of the people came in and asked me if I had ever considered modeling, and I said no, I hadn't really, but I had, of course. And she said, well, come and see me. It gave me an appointment to meet her the following week, and she worked for a magazine. And that was fantastic. She introduced me to an agent, and that's how I really started.
And this was all during what was known as the swinging 60s, right?
Yeah.
You were involved.
This was early 60s.
All right. So it is basically London is the whole youth culture thing was exploding at the time.
It was about to.
About to. So you're right on the edge.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And at that point, you got the audition to be in a Beatles movie?
Yeah, I did lots and lots of work, lots of fashion work for various magazines, and also I had done a TV commercial. Now, what's extraordinary is I went for another interview, and it was the same director that I had met previously, and he was going to direct the Beatles' first movie, Hard Day's Night. So I went for a casting with a lot of other girls, and he chose me and 3 others to play the part of schoolgirls. I panicked slightly because I never had any desire to be a model. To be an actress. And anyway, they said that I just have a walk-on part, which I did. I think I might have said one word, and that was it.
And at that point, you met George Harrison.
I met all the Beatles. Yes.
Uh-huh. And with he, you clicked. With George, out of everybody, it just seemed like it happened right away, or.
Well, there was, I found him deeply attractive, and, there was a chemistry between us that was undeniable, and I just thought he was fabulous, fantastic.
And I mean, even in this day, to be right there at Beatlemania, I don't think we even have anything that's close to that kind of excitement level that was going on with those guys, right?
Well, the thing is that, I think that there was more excitement in America than there was in England.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. I think in America they were far more aware. More people were aware of them.
Wow, I had no idea that.
Yeah, and also, we didn't really have all the radio stations that we have now.
Mm-hmm.
So music wasn't, such a huge part of our culture as it is in America.
So, pop music was more underground in England than it was in the U.S.
Yeah, it was. There was maybe 1 or 2 TV shows, probably once a week for half an hour, and that was it.
So there you are. You and George hit it off. You guys fall in love. You're with the Beatles, and I guess all this money, and then really young, artistic, exciting friends. It had to be a bizarre time there in the 60s for you.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was absolutely fantastic. There was a lot happening in London in particular.
Mm-hmm.
There were lots of exciting people, a lot of very, very creative people everywhere, a lot of painters, fashion designers, artists, actors, and films. Everything was beginning to change radically.
Yeah.
And I remember at the time feeling that I was very aware of this change in the air, in the atmosphere, and there was it was extraordinary, and I was aware of it.
And it's a very odd thing too about the 60s, because it was that kind of was happening everywhere. I mean, it was happening in Paris, it was happening in the United States. The whole world had picked up on this. And did you ever wonder why this is happening? I mean, the Beatles get a lot of credit, but maybe they were just the soundtrack to whatever that was going on.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that, it was like a zeitgeist. Everybody picked up on it. It was just in the air, in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I think probably it might have had something to do with the sort of the downtime that our parents had after the Second World War. Well, I don't know how old you are, but anyway, the downtime. And then the 50s were kind of a bit sort of dull, but it was slowly picking up. And I suppose that inevitably something had to happen, something had to break through in the 60s. And something new and refreshing and fresh.
So, Pattie, here's this perfect storm of culture, and you find yourself right in the eye of the storm. I mean, anything that was happening had to travel through the world that you were living in at the time.
Yes, absolutely. It was wonderful. I was in an extremely privileged position.
Mm-hmm. We're talking with Pattie Boyd, brand new book out.
Wonderful Tonight, George Harrison, Eric Clapton, and me. That is available everywhere where books are sold.
Now, you, because of these songs that were written about you, some of the most famous songs in the world, have to be seen as somewhat of a muse for George Harrison, Eric Clapton, and I guess other people that were around at the time.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened. I don't know why me, but anyway, I mean, I'm eternally grateful and deeply, deeply flattered by that. But there we are. I was just, we all used to hang out together, and I don't know why they wrote songs. Well, I do know about Layla, but I don't know, I don't know what it is in me that inspired them to write.
Now, Layla, of course, one of the greatest songs of all time, and you were with George, but Eric Clapton had fallen in love with you.
Yes.
And at the time, it's something that you were like, it's just not right, Eric, and I want to push this back a little bit, or...
Yeah, no, I knew this was not right, and I said, no, this cannot be because I'm married, and, because we had all been friends, you see.
Right.
And then until Eric declared that he was in love with me, and I said, no, you can't, I'm not leaving George, and I'm married, and that was it. But it wasn't really it, because, a few years later, he wrote a song, he wrote Layla.
Right. And that had to be... I had to create some tension around the Harrison house, I guess, huh?
Yes, it did.
I mean, suddenly it's not even, and those guys were good friends, but it's not just that he had written a song about you, but a song that you could tell right away was never going to, that would outlive everybody that was involved.
Yes, it was a very powerful song.
Yeah.
And beautiful, beautiful, very, very powerful.
So how was George Harrison handling this? Did he ignore it? Did he try to talk it out with you two guys, or what?
No, he chose to kind of ignore it. I suppose in a way he probably hoped it would go away.
Yeah.
But, I think that maybe at that time we were having a bit of a difficult relationship anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so this didn't help that Eric was in love with me. I didn't help my relationship with George, and things were going wrong with the Beatles as well at this time, and they were on the verge of splitting up. And so there was a lot of, negative things, weird things happening, and maybe, our lives or our relationship had a certain length of time, and then it was going to end anyway.
Well, oddly enough, that you talked about, here in the early 60s, everything is exploding with this positive energy and art and creativity, and there at the same time that you and George are breaking up, the Beatles are breaking up, a lot of negative things started to happen, that almost that whole thing had its run, Maybe, you see, what happened is it probably peaked, and then it, that was it. Yeah.
It exhausts itself.
And it does. It looks odd because it looks like here you are being taken by the flow of this. Whatever it was, for the good and the bad.
Yes. Yeah.
Brand new book out, Fezzy. Very, very interesting because, of course, the Across the Universe film is out now with all the Beatles stuff. And here's a real inside look of what that era was like.
It's Wonderful Tonight by Pattie Boyd, George Harrison, Eric Clapton, and me, and it's available wherever books are sold.
Pattie, thanks so much for being on the show with us today.
My pleasure, Ron. Nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you. Take care.
Yes, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I honestly, this might sound weird, but I'm going to write a song about her tonight. I just feel like there's one unwritten song, and that's the one I have for her. And this might sound crazy, but I'm desperately in love with Pattie Boyd, and I don't care who knows about it.
You're being drawn in. You're being drawn in by the siren.
I can't help it. Earl, give me a beat. Just give me a beat, and I'm going to run with it.
You're under her spell.
She is, that's, that's a fucking strange thing. These are 3 songs that you gotta probably throw in if you're doing any kind of top 500 songs of all time. Certainly Layla is going to be up there, but Something by the Beatles, that's a gigantic hit. And then Wonderful Tonight. I guarantee you that fucking song's playing somewhere right now. No matter what time of the day it is, somewhere in the world that song is playing. So she had 3 songs written about her. Now, the only other person I could think of like that was Rosanna Arquette. Had a couple of hit songs written about her. Toto wrote Rosanna, and then In Your Eyes was written about by her.
I didn't know that.
There's plenty of things you need to know. And then I'm going to write her another song I wrote a song about Rosanna Arquette called I'd Love to Titty Fuck You. And it did not have what I would consider the same kind of success. Artistically, I think it's just as good.
Think it stands up that way?
I do.
Just not getting a lot of airplay.
No, the song I wrote about Pattie Boyd is, hey, not so fast, old lady, I'd titty fuck you too. So they're each going to get a little something.
She is a muse. If you were able to write that so quickly.
She's not just a muse, Fezzy. She's amusing. Earl, can you think of anybody else who's had songs like this written about?
I really can't. I mean,
it's Pattie Boyd and Rosanna Arquette, oddly enough, have had multiple hit songs written about them.
I mean, the only song I could think of, and it's, what was it, Carly Simon? I think she wrote You're So Vain about Jagger, but that's about the only thing I could think of right now. But
so you're thinking about guys?
No, I'm just thinking about songs that were written directly about other people.
Well, I thought she wrote that song about me. Don't I? Don't I?
You're so vain.
I probably thought that song was about me.
You're so vain.
All right. I had no idea. Hey, Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Yeah.
Actually, I was just calling in to say that Rosanna Arquette also had quite a few other songs. I think Peter Gabriel's almost the entire album called Us was written about when he was breaking up with her.
Yeah.
Or when she left him or something.
I mean, that girl could fuck with someone's head.
Oh, yeah.
She could get in your head. But I will say this about Rosanna Arquette. I know, like, with most people, she's, since she's really not making films anymore, people might forget this. But a couple of years ago, it was like 6, 7 years ago, I'm walking down the street. As a matter of fact, it was 57th Street. I'm a half a block behind. I recognize Rosanna Arquette from behind, a half a block away, from her hair and her ass. That's fucking hot. And I said to myself, that's fucking Rosanna Arquette right there. I speeded up a little bit so I could catch her at the light and get a good look at the fucking face. She was carrying bags and looked like she was disgusted with the world. And it literally looked like a broad that was just like out of your league. Like, I really don't have the bank account to be able to pull this off. Rolling Stone did the top 500 songs of all time. Something is 273, and Layla is 27. So, Pattie Boyd has 2 of the top 500 songs of all time. The other one was Wonderful Tonight, which, again, that fucking song will not go away.
It's played it in just about any wedding across America, or anywhere, for that matter.
Here is John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, I think there's a lot of songs written about Gloria.
Well, it's different.
U2 and GS.
Yeah, I mean, that's a name, but we're talking about a specific person that could be considered the muse. And to do that twice, 2 different hits by 2 different rock stars, pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I would just be constantly, do you hear that song? If I was Pattie Boyd, I would always make sure that song was playing somewhere, wherever I was going, just to bring it up again.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
See, I think I might feel a little outed. Like, that's really no one's business. I mean, you know how bad it is to get some kind of love letter from someone, whether it's a positive or a negative. It's the worst possible thing. The last thing you want is another person reading that.
Well, if it's too gushing.
Or even if it's saying, like that whole "you're so vain." Hey! Here is John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah, buddy.
I think late 90s there was a song called Girl on TV written about Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'm not sure if there were any others written about her, and I hope not, but I know at least of one.
I think, didn't John Mayer write a fucking song about her?
Called Ghost Whisperer.
Sure.
I would, if I was to write something about her, I would just write, great body, but stop with that fucking stupid giggle. Which, again, sometimes a lot of my lyrics are way too blunt.
If I was her, I would just claim any song with the word love in it was about me.
David, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron. Hey, what about the Stones' Angie?
Angie was written about Angela Bowie, David Bowie's wife.
Oh, David Bowie,
supposedly.
girl.
And what fucking Jagger really wanted to write was David. So he wanted to get as close as he possibly could to David Bowie. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
I got Billy Joel, Big Shot. What about Bianca Jagger?
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Stupid.
No, a Big Shot is not written about a woman. That's written about a guy. I thought he was writing about himself. Like a hangover.
No, it's Bianca Jagger.
You got to be a big shot, big shot. That's first of all, it's the stupidest song in history. Second of all, you never sing that about a woman.
What about
This is not a song written about a woman right here. Wait a minute, now. Well, maybe, Park Avenue closed. Maybe I'm wrong.
When you wake up in the morning with your head on fire and your eyes too bloody to see, gonna cry in your coffee, but don't come bitching to me.
All right, stop it, Earl. You'll kill me. Seriously, you fucking kill me. All right, here's something. This is out of Rolling Stone. This is supposed to be the great rock muses. This is women that have inspired people to write songs about them. But it doesn't say what the songs are. Winona Ryder, she used to date every fucking band there was for a while. And I don't care what any of the jokes about her. She's incredibly hot. Nico, of course. Joni Mitchell. I don't know what it was about Joni Mitchell in the 60s, but everybody fell in love with her. Marianne Faithfull. Again, you can say what you want about Marianne Faithfull. She had fucking 3 Rolling Stones fighting. And basically killed Brian. Let's face it. Never had time for Charlie or Bill Wyman, though, did she, Earl?
Nope.
Thank you, Earl. Thanks for the one-word thing. You know what? It's really fun? The Help. The Help. Yoko Ono, well, Edie Sedgwick, God bless her. Angie Bowie, Rebecca De Mornay. Who did she date, Earl?
She dated, it wasn't Peter, was that Peter Gabriel afterwards? Or before then? I don't remember.
Kate Moss, of course, Pattie Boyd, and Bianca. Bianca had just about everybody at one point or the other. Here is Bobby. Bobby, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, Alanis Morissette off her first big hit off that Jagged Little Pill album. That was written about that jerk-off from that show with Bob Saget, the David Coulier guy, the real
Dave Coulier. There was a line in that song that she says, "Stop doing the stupid cartoon voices." And I always wondered, what does she mean by that? What the hell is she talking about?
A direct attack on Dave Coulier's Bullwinkle.
Here's Fernando. You're on Ron and Fez.
1519, guys.
All right, hold on. Rebecca De Mornay dated Leonard Cohen. Well, you can't beat that. And I know Leonard Cohen also wrote another song about Janice. So, some of these people who write songs have songs written about them. What can we do for you, Fernando?
What about famous Black Earl?
Black Earl. Has Black Earl ever had a song written about him?
Buddy.
I was born and raised in New York City, in a housing project way up in the hood. I dressed in dark clothing, so folks started calling me Black Earl. Oh, and they used to laugh about it, cause deep down they knew they called me that, cause I was as black as soot. I've always been a lazy man, a couch potato with a clicker in my hand. See, motivation I never had, hid in the shadows when the boss got mad. For 20 years I never got a raise. I'm 33 and I never been late. I look busy but I'm not, I'm just walking around. I pick up some papers and I put them back down. One day I'm gonna stop paying my rent, live in a refrigerator box, never get out of bed. I'm Black Girl, a genuine lazy bum. I'll always make it through hard times at any W. Then one day some lame brains came and took O&A away. And at the age of 33, I felt like I was carrying the weight of the whole station on my shoulders. And Ron and Fez knew what I was going through. Every morning I'd unlock the door, lay down and I'd sleep a little more. Then I put away the bathroom key. Everybody was depending on me. I eat a chicken wing with lemonade. Lord, give me strength to make another day. Times I felt I couldn't go on. Push a button, throw a switch, answer the phone. Got lost in the van, I did my PSAs. 10 minutes work, gonna take me all day. I'm Black Girl, a genuine lazy bum. I'll always make it through hard times at any W. I could hear Scotzo say, Black Girl, you're a genuine lazy bum. You'll always make it through hard times at any W. Ken and Jeremy say, Black Girl, you're a genuine lazy bum. You'll always...
there's the Muse, Black Earl. Earl, how does that feel, having a song like that written about you?
I'm flattered in some parts, and in this other parts, I'm like, wait a minute, there's certain parts that...
That's personal, huh?
It took a little artistic liberties with.
What part? About the lemonade and the chicken wing?
That's one of them, yes.
That's my favorite line, though. I don't know why.
Earl writes about it in his new book, General Lazy Bum, Brother Joe and Me. Available anywhere books are sold.
Bookstores are sold. Here is Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
What about Tawny Katane?
Tawny Katane, what was the big hit for her? Well, wait a minute. Was it written about her, or was she just in the video?
I believe one of them was written about her.
I thought she was just in the video.
Yeah, they were dating at the time, but I think she was just in the video.
Yeah, she was his muse, though. Coverdale went fucking crazy, I think, when she left him. That's what I hate for people, like, when you have that big exposed relationship and then the person leaves you, that's really got to be rough. That's got to be like losing a chick to your brother, where everybody in fucking town knows about it. Dave would rather that she got in a heart attack, that she got in a car accident or a heart attack. By the way, Dave, I got more emails about that yesterday. More things of you saying that you wished a car accident on your girlfriend rather than she cheated on you.
Well, it's just the way I feel. You know, I mean, I think it'd be better for both of us. None of us wants to go through heartbreak, so that's the way she got to do it.
Chuck, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, Lisa Bonet.
What about her?
Kravitz.
What song?
Pretty much that whole album.
You know what? This is the basic premise with Pattie Boyd. That she had 3 hit songs written about her by 2 different people. And not just a hit song, gigantic. Now, in the case of Rosanna Arquette, Rosanna, horrible song, but it fucking was written about her. I think it was a #1 hit. And then the other one, In Your Eyes, massively huge hit that will never go away. That song will be played forever.
Yeah. Courtney Love had 2 songs written about her as well. She one by the Foo Fighters, one by 9 Inch Nails.
And I would like to hear them, and I'd like to have you give me a little details.
The Foo Fighters' I'll Stick Around is written by Courtney, basically.
Written by her?
Written about Courtney Love, basically saying that, you know, she's insane. And then the 9 Inch Nails song, again, he's calling her a starfucker. And that's the name of that song as well.
I thought that was about Marilyn Manson.
The Marilyn Manson was in the video, but I think Trent Reznor confessed that it's about Courtney Love.
Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Dave's wrong. No 9 Inch Nails song about Courtney Cox, for one. 2,
Courtney Love,
whatever.
Courtney
And
Cox
the other
is
one is Winona Ryder's song is Big Brown Beaver by Primus.
Big Brown Beaver.
Yeah, he was inspired by Winona Ryder's name. I'm not sure if this song is about her.
Right.
It's literally about an animal who does cocaine. I don't think it fits Winona Ryder.
I think it does. I think she's a big brown beaver who does cocaine. Now, the thing with the Primus song, if they write a song about you, who's going to hear it? That's the downside there.
A few Primus fans will.
Here is Ricky. Ricky, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, how's it going?
Good.
Adam Duritz from the Counting Crows wrote Mrs. Potter's Lullaby about Monica Potter.
Potter, and that was supposedly was just seeing her in a movie. You know, like
No,
he
I think they
wasn't
actually
dating
dated
her.
too, didn't they?
He just turned on a movie and was like, you know what, if I write a fucking song about this hot chick, maybe I can go out with her. All right, we're going to just take a break here. Ron and Fez Show.
Well, I woke up in mid-afternoon, cause that's when it all hurts the most.
Ronnie B. Fez W. The Ron and Fez Show.
And I'll do this song, and it's dedicated especially for you guys. It's called A Girl Like You.
I used to travel in shadows and I never found the nerve to try to walk you. Now I am a man and I know there's no time to waste, too much to lose. Could you say anything at all? And you know that you can call, I'll be right there for you. First love, heartbreak, tough luck, big mistake, what else can you do? I'll say anything you want to hear. I'll see everything through you. I'll do anything I have to do just to win the love of a girl like you. A girl like you. People talk and people stare, tell them I really care, this is the place I should be. If they think it's really strange for a girl like you to be in love with someone like me, I wanna tell them all to go to hell. That we're doing very well without them to see. It's just the way it is, and they will say I'm yours and you are my way it should be. I'll say anything you want to hear. I'll see everything through. I'll do anything I have to do just to win the love of a girl like you. A girl like you. A girl like you. A girl like you. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a holding back, trying to get a message to you. Won't take anything from anyone. I will walk an hour and I'll be there with you. London, Washington, anywhere you are from, together we'll be. Outside, got my pride, I won't let him take it from me. I'll say anything you want to hear. I'll see everything through. I'll do anything I have to do just to win the love of a girl like you. A girl like you. Like you, girl like you. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll say anything. I'll take anything. I'll say anything, almost anything except goodbye. Girl like you.
hands here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, everybody. See you later.
Thanks for keeping the yes in there, Earl. It is the Ron and Fez show. That was A Girl Like You. That was a little song for Dave and Casey by Pat D'Annunzio, the Smithereens. That was the wedding for Dave and Casey. Maybe the only good day we've had this year.
Oh, it was a blessed day, and one of Jersey's finest, Pat D'Annunzio.
That was your favorite song, the two of you together, and then you got to stand there and listen to him sing that to you.
It was just such a pleasure. Mr. Smithereens himself, live and in person.
No. Just enough. That was actually his fucking voice was dead on. That was really, really a fun part of that wedding. All right, it is the Ron and Fez show. And we said that was one of the days that we could actually say that was a good day all the way around.
Thank you. That's very nice, kind words from you.
It all went off well, and it was nice for everybody, and everybody enjoyed it, and it was just good to have a good day.
It was good cake. It was good to be around friends, too. That's what I like about it.
And you guys are still married, despite some people were putting the 6-month thing on you, right? You gotta be coming up on that pretty soon.
Yeah, the guy on my right, Fez Watley, said it would be 6 months.
Yeah,
we're not there yet.
What are you doing sitting on the thing? Share that chair properly.
Yeah,
I don't understand why you're up so high.
We were doing it like a Santa Claus thing.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's not uncomfortable. And Fez doesn't wear the hat anymore. And it's like some people don't care about the show. I'm starting to pick up that people don't care about the show. All right, everything rolling. And your girl's on Pal Talk every day watching you. And is she your muse? Is she your Pattie Boyd?
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the things I do for her.
And then I think Pitsy is probably your Eric Clapton, where he's trying to take her away.
He better not.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pal Talk, I'm still curious about who your Pal Talk spy is.
I could never give it away.
Come on.
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, please.
I don't think I should give it away.
Please? I swear, it would. I won't even tell anybody.
Yeah, I think you would. And it's nice to have spies out there. You know, I'm a guy who I like to have some, because I don't do things myself.
Just a name, though, Mr. B.
All right. I want to tell you this. He's not an American.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. And we've met him. And I'll leave it at that.
Can you give me just one initial?
M.
Is that one of his initials or just any?
That could be Mark Summers, Canadian, who used to host Double Dare.
Not a Canadian.
Oh. If it's not Canadian, I can only think it would be a...
I'll just say Irish. And that'll be it.
Oh.
Still not putting it together.
Nope.
And that's it.
All right.
And that's the end of it. And that's all I'm doing, because I would never out a spy.
Maybe like could you give me the last letter in his name just so I could...
H.
H.
Well, unless you do the E. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, Mohai.
Mochi. So, other than that, I don't know. And that's all I'm saying. And when I say Irish, I don't mean Republic of Ireland. I mean Northern Irish.
All right, I'm going to look into...
He's a fucking proddy.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's the end of that. Anyway, what else is happening out there today, boys?
New York Knicks coach Isaiah Thomas, he's being sued in a sexual harassment suit by a fired female employee. In his statement, he said that it's not nearly as bad. It's actually okay for a black man to call a black woman bitch, but a white man should never, ever do it.
Right. Well, you know, it's very interesting that we come up with this, because now today in the paper, not Randall Cunningham, the guy in the quarterback in Philadelphia,
Donovan McNabb.
Thank you very much. I throw it back to the first time I was disappointed in Philadelphia with a black quarterback instead of today. All right, here's what McNabb said. He goes, it's more difficult to be a black quarterback because people scrutinize you more, right? Now, that's okay for him to say that. But remember when Rush Limbaugh said it's easier for McNabb to be a black quarterback because he gets less scrutiny. Okay?
Right.
Only the exact opposite of what he said. But at what point is it okay to say something if you cannot say the opposite of it?
Well, I think unfortunately there's still a thing about, because Rush was white.
I'm gonna let Earl deal with this. Earl, where do you go with this?
I think both are wrong. I think it was wrong for
Nobody should be able to say anything about anything.
Well, Rush was wrong, and Donovan, that's a cop-out because the team's not playing well. It used to be judged on your ability. If they want wins.
Right.
That's all they want. They want the team to win, and now he's playing the race card when it's convenient for him.
I agree. And I think it's okay to say, hey, it's tougher to be a black quarterback if you feel that way. But at the same time, you got to be able to say, hey, it's easier for black quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, both opinions need to be said. And at the same point, you can disagree with both those opinions.
I think you're allowed to say whatever you want.
Rush Limbaugh wasn't.
Well,
his dumbass was run off of ESPN.
That kind of goes to my point that there still is, I don't want to sound like McNabb, a reverse McNabb.
You do sound like McNabb or a reverse McNabb right now.
But what I'm saying is Rush can't get away because he's a white guy. And I think, that plays a big part of it.
Well, at one point it didn't, and the other part of it, why was he even on ESPN, except for to stir up controversy? What else do you expect Rush Limbaugh to say? Is he going to start talking X's and O's? ESPN brought him in. The second there was any heat, they chucked his drug addict ass out the door. Like, I don't know how he got in here. I don't know what he was doing in here talking about this. So, Earl, in your opinion, is it okay for a black man to call a black woman a bitch?
Never.
What if she's bitching?
In certain situations where she's
bitching,
basically calling for it, maybe, but to use it just as a floating term, no, not at all.
All right. And here's on the other side. If you call somebody a bitch, you should have to pay out money. We're at that point now where at the same, you're not allowed to ever say anyone's name. You can't call anyone an asshole, a dick, a moron. Any of these things hurt, and money should be exchanged hands.
Yeah, people are getting so more sensitive. Yesterday on the news,
are they sensitive, or is this fake sensitivity to get money?
It could be fake sensitivity because yesterday on the news, I was watching this story, and the reporter wouldn't even say, quote, what Isaiah would say. He would give Isaiah's quote and then say B word instead of a bitch.
Because if this is so bad, you can't even repeat it.
I know that's what I'm saying, but come on, it's bitch. I mean, if we're going to take out bitch from our lexicon, we're not going to have any words left.
Well, bitch doesn't seem to fit in a sexual harassment suit. It's not like a sex term, is it?
No, I agree.
Well, the way I use it is. There's no doubt about it. Ian, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I was under the impression that Rush Limbaugh had said that he was overrated because he was a black quarterback. And that's the only reason people were giving him such hell, not necessarily because he gets less scrutiny.
Well, it's the same thing as saying you could sit here and argue it. I don't understand what you're saying. But he's saying he's not under the same rating system as a white quarterback. And basically McNabb came out and said, I'm not under the same rating system as a white quarterback because of black. It's basically saying this.
He caught a lot of shit in college also because of the fact he was a black quarterback, and some coaches wouldn't give him that starting position, and he had gone through a lot. He had gone through a lot in college.
All right, well, let's just throw that out there. Is it more difficult? Are you under different scrutiny to be a black quarterback? Yes or no, Fez?
No.
Dave?
No, you're not.
Earl?
No, not anymore.
It's not anymore because people would have broken that down. But you still will get only one black quarterback has won the Super Bowl, a black coach. I think that you're being false to sit around and act like a sport that has so many white fans, and the majority of the fans' ticket holders are white, and not act like that race doesn't play a part into anything. It's like being a white wide receiver. Everyone would assume that you're slow.
I think I understand what you're saying, but I also think being a black quarterback isn't special anymore. So that's why.
Yes and no. I mean, give me one black quarterback that people say is smart. They might say he's athletic, but they never say he's smart. They don't give him the same thing as like a Brett Favre. You'll never hear a great field general about any black quarterback, right? Right or wrong?
I would disagree with that.
Give me one.
McNair. I would say Steve McNair has never had great physical ability. He can't run like a Vic.
Only because he's hurt now. That he broke into the game that way.
But his biggest compliment, Dave, was always how he could take a pounding. It was about physical ability, not about brains.
But I think they always would say, he's a good leader. He's a good leader for your team.
All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. But don't act like even some of the people that are in there aren't the exact ones that have broken it down. We're not going back generations here. We're going back 10 years at the very most.
I understand that, but
I'm glad that you understand. It means a lot to me.
But the thing about why I hate bring up race in sports is because, for instance, Eli Manning's my quarterback, and I can clearly see he's not very bright. He's just not a smart person. But if he was black, I wouldn't be able to say that.
So you would like to be able to call black people stupid? I mean, in a perfect world, you would be able to say black people are stupid.
That's exactly what I want, because I call white people stupid.
Would you say that Earl is stupid, or are you afraid to do that right now?
No, I would say Earl's definitely stupid, and it's not a black thing. He's just, it's not where he was raised or what race he is.
Uh-huh.
It's just he happens to be stupid and a black guy.
And he happens to be dumb.
Dumb, yeah. I would say that. And I don't think his work ethic is so great. Again, it's not about the race.
So he's lazy and stupid.
Right.
And you're not saying that as racist.
No.
Earl, do you take that as racist?
I highly take that as racist.
Yeah, I think you better file something today. I don't know what you have to do with HR. File away. Even it means stopping everything that's taking place in December and putting everything on hold. The word has to get out there that we don't need this in 07.
See, but if he was to call me, lazy and stupid.
That's true.
Okay, but again, does no one have a problem with that?
We will have this. If we called you lazy, stupid, and privileged, which you were raised that way.
I would have no problem with it because it's accurate.
Yeah. I mean, you were lazy and stupid, and yet somehow your people kept you going to age 27 before they finally bought you a degree.
They didn't buy me anything.
They bought you a degree.
I graduated with 120 credits. Thank you, like any college student.
But over the years, you bought that. They bought it credit by credit.
Yeah, you could say
that. Here is Greg. Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, last night when Donovan McNabb was introducing the Eagles offense, he referred to the wide receiver, a white guy, as White Lightning.
Yeah. In a perfect world, that guy should just be called Lightning. It really doesn't matter what color that lightning is.
Hey, I mean, isn't that just redundant?
That white people are fast?
No, that there is white lightning. That's just repetitive.
No, but White Lightning, you would never call a black man White Lightning. You would never say that. You're only saying that about a white guy.
Okay, so
just like when we would say for Earl, Chocolate Thunder. There's racism because no one ever says, hey, here comes Vanilla Thunder. There's racism involved in that. Right. Now, I don't know whether that means that it's racist. It's maybe playing to cliches. Earl, where are you on the White Lightning thing?
A White Lightning, I think it has to be called racist because you're highlighting his physical feature, which happens to be white. Like you just say, he's a fast guy, or he's
not as flashy,
or he's lightning, or call him Flash, or something like that. But
White Flash.
But don't highlight his skin color.
I had the nickname Aryan Power from my parents. Here is Colin. Colin, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Oh, buddies.
Hey.
Yeah, I kind of got to go with Dave on this one. I don't see the huge problem in saying that, like, most black athletes can probably jump higher. And maybe on the other side of the coin, like, most white athletes can probably ice skate better. Most, not all. But if that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I don't see a big problem with it.
Again, it's a very interesting thing that people are okay with race stuff as long as it's positive. Everyone's okay. Hey, Italians are great cooks. Of course I can dance. I'm Spanish. I'm great in bed. I'm French. Any of those things. But then they never want to hear the negative attributes of that. And you see it with every time we have an ethnic day parade, where they only will promote the positive parts of their ethnic background. And if you're going to do that, don't you have to act like maybe some negativity comes along with your ethnic background? Now, Earl, do you understand what I'm saying there?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like the
if you have like a Maya Angelou saying, be proud of yourself for your race, right?
Yeah.
At certain points, you have to be ashamed of yourself for your race. Do you have to take on what your race or ethnic background has done?
Yeah, you have to take the good and the bad because, you know, blacks are killing more blacks. I mean,
that's the good.
That's the bad.
Oh. All right, I'm completely thrown off then.
We have black men have a high school dropout rate. There's, more unwed mothers among
Quit
blacks.
bragging. Let him go. Oh man, I just want him to go for an hour.
No, those are negative things.
Timing.
You have to go with those things as well as
what things do you do well?
Well, we're
you dunk.
We're good athletes. We're good entertainers. We're good. Soon to be good politicians. We're gonna have.
Are you good entertainers in what way?
What? Well, let's face it. A lot of things that, everything is always some type of derivative of black culture in some form or another. Whether it's rock, whether it's jazz, whether it's blues, whether it's dancing, whether
what about classical?
Well, that's a mainly European thing. I'll concede that. But most of today's popular musical forms come from black culture.
Why don't we just say that they come from American culture? Why is there two separate cultures?
Well, I mean, you can trace it. I mean, like the blues, you can trace back to Africa. And rock, you can trace back to Africa. I mean, it's not
that's a long trace.
But it's not an American.
I mean, rock is an American thing, and so is the blues. Both of those things are considered American. So is jazz is considered American.
Yeah, understandable, but even the roots of that can be traced back to not only just, Africa,
at the same point, you can also, I mean, it's not just a direct, you can also trace that back to country music, which is, you could trace back to Scottish music or anything along those lines.
Even, Ireland, there's roots in
so
that.
It's not just one direct trace here. All right, JB, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing this afternoon?
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed, and being a sports fan myself, is they make so many racist comments. Like, the first thing that you always hear about a good black athlete is, oh, he's so well-spoken. But they never describe a white athlete that way.
I don't know whether people still say things as stupid as he's so well-spoken, at least up north. Where are you calling from, JB?
I'm calling from Birmingham.
Oh, yeah, then it still does take place. Earl, do you think that still happens to this day? He's so well-spoken?
I don't think nothing that blatant, but they'll never address. They'll always address athleticism. They'll never address like he called a good game, like with black catchers in Major League Baseball. If a guy calls a great game, they'll never mention the fact that hey, the guy called a great game, and they'll never do that.
So your thing is you never think that black athletes get pushed as being smart. They just get pushed as being athletic.
Yeah, and they'll use things like he has good instincts, or they'll never say, what?
Like Brett Favre really never takes heat for being stupid. He's the gunslinger, he's daring, but it's never like, what was that moron thinking? Is he high on crack?
But can't you also interpret instincts as being a level of intelligence? I mean, if this guy has good instincts, it means he knows how the game is played. I look at that as an IQ.
No, instinctual means that you're not thinking of it at all. It's almost happening on a cellular level.
So that's even better than IQ. Because
you can't, but it's not being thrown in with being smart.
It's more animalistic.
Look,
what's wrong with that?
If Vince...
Stop it. No, your chair stinks today. Scott, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
How about Jason Williams, the basketball player, white guy? They call him white chocolate. A white guy plays like a black guy. What happens if you had a black guy and you called him something like black vanilla? What would happen then?
Yeah, there is that type of thing that any white guy in the NBA is supposed to have some amount of self-depreciation about I can't jump, I can't really dribble, and my music stinks, so I have to put on headphones in the locker room. Don't you think of that, Earl?
Yeah, they always did that. I remember when the year the Lakers won the championship. I forgot the guy's name. They basically paraded him out and showed how quote unquote white he was and
who was this?
Kirk Rambis?
No, it wasn't Kurt. It was
Kurt Rambis. I remember they used to call Honky McSmalldick, and I thought that came across is putting down a little bit.
But it was the last time the Lakers won with Shaq and Kobe, and I forgot the guy's name, and he was just so... He played up to the whole white stereotype. I have no rhythm.
It was Mad Dog Madsen from Stanford, right?
Yeah, Mark Madsen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would go out of his way to act like I'm...
When they would do the celebrations, all the black guys would get up and dance.
Yeah.
And he would go out of his way to be uncoordinated, like he couldn't even clap. And you're like, you're a professional athlete. I think you can probably clap on time. This is just a big show.
Here is Bill. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, you were talking about the saying that he's well-spoken. Well, when Barack Obama first became a candidate, that's what his fellow Democrats, especially the guy with the bad hair plugs, that's what they were all
Joe
saying.
Biden. Joe Biden didn't say just well-spoken. He said clean, which Joe Biden took a certain amount of heat for that.
Yeah.
Biden has a way of sticking his own foot in his mouth, though. That's just something Big Joe does. I don't like pointing out the man has hair plugs. I think it'll look incredibly natural.
He said he meant it as fresh. He's new and exciting.
He meant fresh with a PH.
Mark Echo has purchased Barry Bonds.
Talk about white chocolate.
He bought the...
Hey, y'all, check it out. It's Mark Echo. We had him on the show, and I had no idea. I had no idea he was white even after he left.
So he's got Barry Bonds' 756 home run ball. He's going to let the fans decide what to do with it through an online vote. Here are the choices. He can give it to the Hall of Fame. He can brand an asterisk into it and then give it to the Hall of Fame. Or he can launch this thing into space on a rocket. So everyone gets to vote at vote756.com.
How about this? Just get a plaque that says cheap marketing stunt and hook it up.
I think a space ball would be pretty cool, actually.
But it really is just a commercial marketing stunt. It means nothing. When people feel like they're getting involved in this, they might as well be, hey, name the rabbit for tricks or whatever the stupid things people try to get you to do.
Where it's already been decided. That I would imagine this thing's just being handed over to the Hall of Fame without a brand on it.
I doubt it very much. I think it's going to be shot into space. That's the thing that's going to get Echo even more. It's his. He doesn't care about the sport of baseball. He cares about his products as well as he should. And the thing is just a marketing plug. Where are you on this one, Earl?
I think it should go back to the Hall of Fame. It's a piece of history, but the whole thing just kind of...
If the Hall of Fame wants it, they should buy it.
Well, I don't think they've ever purchased memorabilia. You donate your memorabilia to the Hall of Fame.
But I blame all the memorabilia collecting on the Hall of Fame of them acting like someone's pants are important.
I don't know. If I was Barry Bonds, I would even want my ball to be shot into space. Wouldn't you? I mean, how cool would that be? The ball that I hit.
Where everyone's yelling, look, we destroyed it, ha ha. Yeah, I'd be real happy if I was Barry Bonds. Bonds probably goes home and never turns on his TV. He just probably says to his chick, what DVDs came in from Netflix? I don't want to turn on ESPN. I don't want to see the news at all.
Washington Redskins won Monday Night Football last night against the Eagles. Skins now 2-0, Eagles 0-2.
Sports, guys.
Does anyone still care about Monday Night Football?
I sure don't.
I didn't watch last night.
This thing moved to ESPN. I completely forgot it was on. It was halftime before I even realized there was a game that night.
AMC has Hitchcock all week. And so I was just going to I did a triple header of Hitchcock last night.
Here's Chris. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, back to that ball. Maybe Mark Echo should have his graffiti artist tag it with Monkey House and then give it to you, Ron.
Well, when Monkey House rocks, he rocks the D-Sippers.
Rock on.
Go ahead, or I'll play it for me, brother.
Graffiti artist and consultant to designer Mark Echo. He was arrested for spray painting subway cars in Brooklyn.
I'm a fan of the graffiti because I was an old-school graffiti artist myself. My specialty was the peace sign, just the word the who, the backwards SWAT sticker. I'd draw the road runner, just the word the who, repent 13, the word the who, Yeah, those type of things.
It's a guerrilla movement, that's the way it goes, and it's the art of getting up, getting known, and then you take that vehicle and you go other places once they know you.
The higher you can tag something, the more respect you're going to get. The more outlandish you tag, the more respect you're going to get in the community.
I know a person, everywhere they go, they tag Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass. Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass.
Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Everybody else can live by the rules, except for the graffiti artists. When you see the Mighty Horse rocks, you don't spell rocks, R-O-X.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
What about my tag, Monkey House? Only I pronounce it like this, Monkey House.
When Monkey House rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Monkey House! Because that's the name I tag with. Monkey House of D-Sippers.
When Monkey House rocks, he rocks the D-Sippers. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks the D-Sippers.
Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass? Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Mighty Horse rocks the fat ass. All right, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a plane and tag the sky.
Shot a boo gray. Shot a boo gray. Sleeves, it's the Ron and Fez show.
I thought we went into break.
Oh.
I thought that was a break. Earl, we didn't need to break?
No, we didn't.
I thought I just had Fez yelling out sleeves. Like, give it a rest, Watley.
Still love that song.
Stop backselling stuff during commercials. I don't care.
RadioGhost.com is Sleeves' website. In a couple of weeks, we get treated to another movie from The Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the game plan from Disney. In this one, he's playing a quarterback with a bulldog and then ends up with a daughter he didn't know about.
Yeah, well, he's going to learn more about life. One thing about The Rock is he's going to find out that there's more to life than just hot chicks and fast cars. There's love.
They might as well just let his character be The Rock in all of these. There's no reason for him to be Tim Simmons or something like that. Just let him be The Rock, and now The Rock is a quarterback. Now The Rock is the sheriff of a small town with a big stick.
Well, no one ever said that about John Wayne or Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not like the action stars have ever been considered great actors, Fez.
Is there anyone starring in films now that's worse than The Rock?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me think for a second. I know your chair's got opinions. And I don't hate The Rock.
Right.
But I would never say these are good movies. I mean, I don't hate him as a person. Who do you got, Dave?
I was going to say Jamie Kennedy, because...
What does he star in?
Oh, Mr. B, he's starring in a new movie this year. I don't know.
What was it?
I don't know the title of it, but he gets starring roles all the time.
All right, now, I don't know if that's true. Let me check with my man who knows movies, which, by the way, I haven't gotten shit from him lately. Come on in here, Hicks. Hicks, Jamie Kennedy is a movie star?
He's had like 2 features where he starred.
2.
Or 3 features. He doesn't know that for sure either.
Why doesn't he? He downloads, you don't.
I could.
All right. I don't know if I had to pick, what would I rather watch? A movie with The Rock starring or Jamie Kennedy? I know I don't watch Rock movies.
Yeah.
I didn't see him walk around with a big stick.
I saw that one when he walked around with a big stick.
I can't watch
He
that.
refused to use guns, so he just had a stick to clean up a town.
I mean, you might as well just use your hands. Why do you need a stick then if you're so against weapons?
Use the rock bottom.
And he was good in that Mummy movie that he did, the Mummy spinoff. I think The Rock is...
King? That movie was garbage.
No, nobody watched the fucking Scorpion King.
That was good.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was terrible.
And I don't think anyone watched The Rock as a quarterback of a delinquent football team.
Oh, yeah, when he...
Gridiron Gang.
Oh, geez. Yeah, he coached a bunch of kids in
I didn't
juvie.
see it. I did see the previews, though, and it did look like it had a lot of heart. Because it looked like those kids ended up believing in themselves. That's the thing, Fezzy. They didn't think they were as good as anyone until The Rock told them that they were. That even though you guys are in jail,
They didn't have to commit crimes to feel good about
you
themselves.
can still be somebody.
At least there are messages of inspiration from The Rock's movies, whereas Jamie Kennedy does the same thing every time.
Tom. You just hate the Kennedy family. You always have. Here's Snoogie Boogies. What's happening, brother?
Yeah, I can't stand Dane Cook. Never once made me laugh.
Well, maybe you haven't heard Dane Cook's brand new single that's sweeping the internet. What's the name of it?
I think Forward it's called.
Have you heard this song yet? Earl, find it for us.
No, I must have missed that.
Well, if you're into The Rock, if you love The Rock hard, I got something for you. Dane Cook is Forward. Now, Dane's had... it seems like he's running out right now. That he does need this new one to be a hit.
Good luck, Chuck.
Yeah.
And it looks awful.
Well, I know that the trailer that I saw, they've changed the new trailer into just showing people getting hit in the nuts. The original trailer gave you the story, and it's so ridiculous that it couldn't be a movie. So then now they're going, hey, look, people are getting their dresses torn off and hitting the nuts.
Yeah, I see Jessica Alba's ass.
Yeah.
That's all I need to see.
Jessica Alba's running out of steam, too, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, she's awful. She may be worse than The Rock.
Earl, have you found Dane Cook's new song, Forward?
We don't have it. We're going to rip it.
I can get it.
Yeah, of course. Why don't you go get it, Hicks, and then I won't have anyone to talk to. All right, we'll look for that, Snoogs. And I got to admit, I don't think I've seen the Dane Cook movie yet. I know that he did one where he tried to win a date with Jessica Simpson, and now he's trying to win a date with Jessica Alba.
And the weird thing is, it looks like he's a straight man in all these movies. Like,
yeah.
It's Jessica Alba, roller skating into a stop sign.
Right.
And Dane Cook doesn't get the laughs.
It's really not funny for a girl to get hurt either.
Especially not Jessica Alba.
When a girl gets hurt, you're like, oh my God, what happened? When a guy gets hurt, yeah, that's funny. JT.
What's up, buddies?
Yeah.
One guy that I thought did pretty good in Saving Private Ryan. Now, Vin Diesel is really taking a backseat. He's fucking horrible now. I hate that guy now.
Vin Diesel reminds me very much of The Rock, as if maybe they're fighting for roles that Vin Diesel would have gotten this other thing as being the quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan model. Where it's like, all right, let's put him in a situation where a big guy probably shouldn't be.
Here is Randy. You're on Ron and Fez.
Big ass 307, buddies.
Hey, Randy. It's been a while. How's everything?
Everything's going good. A person right now who, if he's in a movie, I can't even look at the commercials is Jimmy Fallon.
Now, Jimmy, the first film that he did, I was a very big fan of. But then he did some films, I don't think anybody could have pulled them out.
He couldn't even pull off a Red Sox fan as a lifelong Red Sox fan.
Well, that was a really bad movie, though. I mean, that movie was bad. Now, it was based on a British book that was terrific and a British movie that I thought was really damn good. But when they showed Jimmy Fallon, like the American version of it, instead of being like a guy who... here was the basic premise. And in the book, they used soccer. In the... over here, we use they use baseball. But the bit is this. I suppose that you meet a guy who's a strong baseball fan, and it's not baseball season. So the girl meets him. He's paying attention to her. He's like a regular guy. He's a good guy. He's interesting. But now baseball season starts. There's 162 games. He's got to see every game, and he's pissed if his team loses. So it was done from like kind of a young adult's point of view, where for some reason in this Red Sox movie, they had him act like he was 4 years old, and he has to have Red Sox fucking bed sheets. You know what I mean? Like, instead of almost being about a guy who's got an addictive personality, they made it about a guy who wants to stay a toddler.
They made it like a prolonged Saturday Night Live skit. And that's what a lot of the people that come out of that show, they end up doing, and they're unwatchable.
But I really did like Jimmy in Almost Famous. I thought he was good in that.
He was good in that, but I wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, he was part of that. I mean, that wouldn't be a movie if we're discussing people.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think that if they make some better choices, because I saw the guy stand up one time, and I thought it was pretty strong. He does a lot of great impressions. I think if they make some better choices with him, he'll do better. Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
1867, buddies.
Hey, buddy.
I can't stand Tim Allen anymore. It seems like every movie he's in, he's falling off a bike, and then we all learn something about each other.
I have a very difficult time watching Tim Allen things. I got to agree with that one.
And a lot of Christmas things. All his Santa Claus movies, Christmas with the Cranks. He's Mr. Holidays, I guess.
What about Galaxy Quest?
Galaxy Quest I did like. But Jungle Book or whatever that thing was was unwatchable.
What about Johnny Knoxville? He always seems to play a retard. He was in The Ringer and then in Dukes of Hazzard, and all his leading men are all the same.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of Johnny Knoxville things outside of this. But if you notice some of these guys we're talking about, it seems like they did their bad movies and people aren't giving them another chance. I don't see Johnny Knoxville being up for a lot of films. And here is Mr. Butch. Mr. Butch, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
What's up, buddies? Hey, what about a horrible actor plus horrible role? That fucking Hugh Grant. I can't stomach him. It's the same shit.
Well, Hicks gave me a download of Lyrics and Melody or whatever that thing was.
That was me.
And was that you?
Yeah.
And it may have been one of the worst pieces of shit. I mean, I couldn't. Not only did I not make it through, I broke the fucking DVD halfway through because I felt like, you know what? You're fucking with me. You're punishing me. Now, Dane Cook, I'm going to give you a smash or trash on him. Now, is this song from the film? Is that what is forward?
I think it's from the film. I think he recorded it for it. I think that's what it didn't say on the website.
What is the name of the film?
Good Luck, Chuck.
Good Luck, Chuck. This song is forward. They put it out. And Dane Cook, he's a great actor. He's a great stand-up comedian. We didn't realize he's a fantastic singer. I don't know whether... Did he write this?
I hope so. I'm not sure.
He did, too. I hope he did, because I love when stand-up comics write serious music. So here it is, forward, from the film Pay It Forward.
When did you run away? How is it far from here? Only look back when the future's not so clear. Wandering around a room, everything's in its space. I'm the only thing that doesn't fit in this place. Who am I supposed to be? While I'm standing still, do I deal so willingly with the fact I've lost the will? My sad song saves me, my down days feel right. I dream of a day I know what keeps me up at night.
There it is. That's just a little taste of Forward, the big new hit single from Dane Cook.
If I had a big taste, I'd probably puke it back up.
Come on, you were digging it a little bit.
I was not digging it at all.
I think it sounded a little bit like Chicago. Remember that old Chicago hit from the 80s, Earl? You know what I'm talking about?
Hard to say I'm sorry.
I try to get both of those songs right from the opening thing. Now, we don't know whether Dane wrote this or not, right?
No, we don't know.
Yeah.
That should be on his next TV
Earl,
special. Turdgasm.
Earl, play it under a little bit. And that was witty, Fez. You ought to be really proud of yourself for taking it to the high road. All right, play the song underneath a little bit. Play Forward. All right, are you doing both at the same time?
Yes.
Then don't do that. Just do it from the lyrics. Try not to be stupid. Here's Jay. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Oh, my God. You can't ever play that song again, bro.
Oh.
It was terrible.
All right, give me the very beginning of the Dane Cook song. Earl, you were already thinking the same thing as me when you heard it?
Yeah, the second he opened his mouth, I was like, I know that melody from somewhere.
It's the same exact fucking thing. All right, let's hear the beginning of the Dane Cook.
When did you run away? How is is it far from here? Only look back when the future's not so clear.
All right, let's go from the beginning of the Chicago now. Can't lyric it. Ah, kills me. Every fucking shit. When did you run away? Same fucking thing.
Everybody needs a little time away.
When did you run away?
Oh, Jesus.
I had to say.
Chicago's pretty happy right now.
Lawsuit! We're back! Hey! Get your tuba! We're back!
Sadly, the Dane Cook version is more feminine than.
How does that happen?
He's sensitive. This makes this makes
All right,
Chicago
go
look
back
like
and
Metallica.
Earl, try to fucking play them, back to back, so that we can get some kind of a fucking connection here.
All right, you got the lyrics on the Chicago, Earl?
Yeah, we're just having a little trouble with the editor in here.
Okay. All right, let's go from the Dane Cook one.
When did you run away? How is it far from here? Only look back when the future's not so clear. Wandering around a room.
This is good. He can tell people it's a parody song.
I'm the only thing that doesn't fit in this place. Who am I supposed to be? Falling while I'm standing still. Do I deal so willingly with the fact I've lost the will?
All right, it's plenty. It's killing me. It's killing me. All right, Earl, go back to your part.
Everybody needs a little time away.
See, I wouldn't want anybody to know anyone stole this from me.
From each other. Even lovers need a holiday. Far away from each other.
All right, that's enough. It's killing me. It really is. Here's Bill. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Bill. Lost you. Here is Eric. Eric, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, the crazy part is, no matter how bad that Dane Cook song is, he's still going to get tons of ass from even singing that crappy shit.
Oh, well, I don't think he's ever had trouble getting women up to this point. I don't think a big problem for him has ever been, hey, I can't seem to leave here with a woman.
His music isn't going to get him any more ass. It's the movies and the fucking comedy.
Looks. As strong as he's done with his stand-up, it hasn't transferred yet into movies.
Oh, no. They've both been bombs.
Yeah.
One where he was at Costco or whatever.
Costco did not do what they hoped for. And I don't know anyone who saw it. I didn't see it. I don't know anyone who did. And what did he do anything before this one?
He had a cameo in Waiting, that movie with Ryan Reynolds.
And that one kind of got a good review for him.
For him, yeah. People like, wow, this guy could get a bigger role.
If he did something better.
Yeah.
But, I don't give a shit who you are. You take a shit movie, it's tough to fucking pull it out. You do a fucking film called Costco and trying to say what it's like working at Costco. That ain't easy.
Well, he was with fucking Jessica Simpson, which didn't help anything. Now he's with Jessica Alba.
You would think at least patrons of Costco would want to see.
No. We've all been there, but we don't think, hey, this place, I'd love to see a film about it.
Get in with your Costco card.
Dan, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yo, Ron, Dane Cook rates his songs the same way he rates his comedy. Just taking it from other people.
We don't know if he's heard the Chicago song first. That could be just parallel writing. Two great artists writing along the same lines. Here's our buddy Albert Dukes. Hello, Albert.
Hello, Ron and Fez.
How's everything in your life right now? How's the fan morning show?
So far, so good.
Did you bring my name up to those guys?
I have, and I noticed when I turn you guys on, a lot more sports talk going on here.
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to do. Fezzy set up a thing today where we did 9 straight sports stories. You know why?
Why is that?
We're trying to mass appeal. So we did 9 straight sports stories, and I was thinking maybe, I know Al's listening, maybe he takes one of these tapes over.
Yeah, I mean, I like what I'm hearing. You guys have good chemistry, which is always important.
It is. It's all about chemistry right now.
Yeah. The same in team sports, team chemistry.
Right. What's on your mind today? What's got your beef, Albert? What's ticked you off?
I was thinking of some other actors that just do crap movies right now, and three of them came to mind to me. There was Ice Cube, who used to be a gangster and now does movies where he's confused about how to take care of children.
The interesting thing about Ice Cube is these are hit movies.
Yeah, they're making a lot of money.
They're making tons of money, and you're right. He somehow gets stuck with BB's kids. Every time he turns around, he's got a problem. He's taking care of BB's kids.
Yeah, like he's taking them to camp or the supermarket. It's always like...
It's a problem.
He can't handle. He thinks he can handle it, but he can't.
And they're either puking up or peeing in his beautiful car.
Right.
Which is, again, that's no good. All right, I agree. This is confusing to see Ice Cube. If you remember the early 90s, it's hard to see Ice Cube this way.
Yeah, Ice Cube. Then another one was Cuba Gooding Jr. was up for like an Oscar, or maybe he won an Oscar.
He won an Oscar.
Then he does like the gay boat movie. He did another Daddy Daycare or Daddy Day Camp. He actually took over, I think, the Ice Cube role in the following movie with children.
No, that was Eddie Murphy's, you racist. But I know where you're going with this.
And then,
he's terrible. But what he won an Oscar for was a terrible role.
Jerry Maguire, right?
Yeah, Jerry Maguire. He did not seem like an athlete. He's 5'4". He's jumping up and down. Show me the money. I found it to be very step and fetch at that role. By the way, Earl, did you agree or disagree?
Oh, especially at the end when he did the whole crazy dance in the end zone.
And it was all about money. Like, his only motivation was money. Which, like, Jerry's thing was, we need to do more, but just worry about money. But then it came back to, show me the money, bitch. Give me them greens. Then his wife is acting the same way. His lazy, good-for-nothing brother. Yeah. We getting the plasma. Everybody was just interested in products. All right, you're on. You're 2 for 2 for right now, Albert.
And then, like, my last one, great comic, but hasn't done one good movie, Chris Rock.
It has been very, very difficult for him to transfer, and it happens with a lot of comics. I think Albert Brooks said this, too, about Richard Pryor, that if you came here from, like, Mars, and you only saw Richard Pryor movies, you would think that he wasn't funny. If you didn't see his stand-up and just saw his movies, you would not know how brilliant he was.
Yeah, I heard that one before. But Chris Rock, I mean, he was good in Dogma, but I don't think he's never carried a movie, though, right?
No, and he's tried.
He
has
like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and every single time you're like, where is the Chris Rock that we all love so much?
And at least Pryor had Stir Crazy and See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Stop it. Thank you. I'm going to give you Stir Crazy to a certain extent.
You didn't like See No Evil?
And Silver Streak, maybe.
Superman?
But there was plenty of movies he did that were just awful.
Well, Moving was really, really bad.
We could go on. We could spend the rest of the day doing this. All right, Albert. So you went out of your way to attack black people. Congratulations.
I just happened to come out that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like everything else you do. That's the fan for you. Always putting down the black man. Talk to you later, Al.
All right, see you.
All right, bye. There he goes, Al Dukes. He's the best. He's got plenty of time to listen to us. I don't know why. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, one person that movies I used to like was Adam Sandler, but these days I can't even stand watching any of his movies with the baby talk.
I got to agree, and yet the country loves these films. Absolutely loves them.
But if you look at it, he's done nothing original or funny since Happy Gilmore.
And if you look at it, they make $125 to $150 million every time. Somebody said that because he gets a back-end deal on these, that he's the highest-paid movie star in the world.
Jesus. Whoa.
Yeah. And that came from his little sidekick. That guy who is always in the movies with him. Rob Schneider put that in an Australian newspaper, saying that Adam Sandler was the highest-paid movie star in the world because he writes and produces and he's got his finger in the whole thing. That's why they make these things as cheap as humanly possible. The back end has got to be incredible. But so there you have it. Let me go over here to this gentleman. I don't have your name up there. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Hi.
Ron.
Yeah.
You guys, somebody's got to remember Dane Cook's first movie was actually he played a guy guarding this lady's wife, and Dennis Rodman played the bodyguard on an island.
What? I don't remember this at all.
Anybody out there?
Well, I mean,
Dennis Rodman.
Anybody could get a part in a movie that stunk, and you still take it anyway.
It's a paycheck.
The problem is when they build the movie around you and it still stinks. Now everybody blames you. No one is going to blame you if you have a walk-on in Pootie Tang. That's not your fault. Whatever, Eddie Griffith takes the heat from Pootie Tang. And they gave him movies for a while.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out.
Yeah, well, Undercover Brother.
Yeah. Let me go over here to Dwayne. Dwayne, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, buddy? Go ahead, Dwayne.
Hey, you got to check out the when Dane Cook says "room" in that song. Listen to all the reverb they jack up on him.
All right, let's get back to the Dane Cook
Yes.
song. This is Forward, the big hit from Dane Cook.
When did you run away? How is it far from here? Only look back when the future's not so clear. Wandering around a room, everything's in its space. I'm the only thing that doesn't fit in this place.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
For a guy who's supposed to be the rock and roll comic, very edgy, he certainly makes Maroon 5 look like Megadeth.
He has to have a sensitive side.
I know, but
he's under a lot of pressure. Listen, he doesn't belong in the room. Everything else is space but him. Listen. That's sad.
I dream of a day I know what keeps me up at night.
I know.
Can't
You're not
sleep.
sleeping. You're not sleeping. Dane, come up here and get in Daddy's lap. Get in my lap, and I'm going to rock you to sleep. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I got to tell you, you are the man when it comes to movies. I thought Tenacious D was going to suck, just like everybody else did. And on your suggestion, I watched it. It happened to be on Showtime last night. I watched it, and let me tell you, it was funny. It actually was a funny movie.
Now, everyone in the world told me this thing was terrible. But if you were a fan of the Tenacious D TV show, that's what it was, only you got even bigger sets. But there were things that it reminded me of old Cheech and Chong.
Really?
Stoner stuff. And I actually did laugh. It was ridiculous. And the opening stuff where they had the young kids playing Tenacious D was fucking literally had me laughing hard.
I really didn't expect anything from that movie. I just saw the trailers, and anyone who saw it didn't like it.
Everybody told me they hated it, but I did catch it. It's on cable. I didn't even do the pay-per-view. I waited until it came on like HBO, and I was laughing.
I have it in my DVR.
Well, thanks for letting me know
I hope
that.
to watch it.
But you know what? What's really good is that moves the show along.
Right.
The fact that now we know it's in your DVR. Thank you, Robin. You're doing fantastic.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Here is Delta. Delta, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Oh, hi, Ron. Hi, Fez. It's Delta with an R.
Oh, who cares?
Nobody's mentioned Steven Seagal. He has made a ton of crappy movies.
Well,
and he's still...
Delta, we haven't mentioned him because it's not 1994. If it was... Yeah.
He is still making movies in Europe, and
Europe.
I go back to I go back to England all the time, and he's a huge star for some reason.
Yeah.
Poor Europe.
Well, you guys also let Hitler go on too long, as far as I'm concerned. Stop him early, like we did here in the States. All right, honey.
Exactly.
Thanks. Bye-bye. You should have called earlier with Pattie Boyd. You two would have hit it off. How did you think that interview went, Earl?
It went all right. It went very well.
Put that down under who cares.
Those are two totally different opinions.
Yeah, I
It
know.
went all right. It went really well.
Yeah.
That's like the difference.
I'm covering everything. I didn't like it. It was great. I hated it.
What letter grade would you give? An F, D minus, and A plus.
All the above.
Everything. It was everything to everybody, Ron. You've done it again. Everything that you did hit everybody at whatever point it should. Forward. What am I doing? Everything has a space here but me. I'm the only thing without its space.
Do you think Dane Cook is taking steroids? Because he is
watch out for the loss.
He is getting a Cro-Magnon brow on him that seems to be growing.
I don't think so. I don't.
His eyebrow bone is getting bigger and bigger.
Since we started talking about him today? When did this happen?
He could just
I think we've taken it from the guy who was forced to do a wimpy song till...
He's juicing.
You want to keep him out of the Hall of Fame. You know who he is, right? He doesn't play football.
Right.
Okay.
But I still think there's something going on there.
AJ, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up worst actor in my book has to be Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, the odd things about him, and I don't think anybody ever said, hey, you know who's good? Keanu Reeves. Except for movie directors. He has worked with some of the greatest directors in history.
Well, they say because he's eye candy for the ladies and the gay guys.
There's a lot of good-looking guys, but not all of them get to work with the best directors. And I mean, he's worked with everybody over the years.
Who's he worked with? I'm not sure director-wise.
I mean, if you go down the list of the people he's worked with, like when he was a kid, he was with Gus Van Sant and Coppola and
what Coppola movie?
The vampire picture.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah. What's going on in there? Oh, you need to get back into it?
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't touch anything. That's so weird.
It just happened on its own?
Yeah. Swear to God.
He was in, he worked with Ron Howard.
Yeah, it goes on and on. I mean, he's worked with, and the Wachowski brothers,
Sisters,
whatever they are now.
And did the last Jack Nicholson Diane Keaton movie, wasn't that directed by James L. Brooks too?
I think that was a James L. Brooks
So he
film.
worked with him.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves was a bit part in that.
Supporting role. I wouldn't say bit.
Yeah, supporting role.
Yeah. Bit is Pattie Boyd's thing in the Beatles movie. Come on in, brother. Bronx Johny just got here, and come on in, have a seat, pal. I'm going to make everybody stand up with you. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, boss?
Hey, Bronx Johny.
Rough week for you, huh, man?
A little bit, man. Doing a little bit better, though. Grandma got back today.
Where was she?
So she was in Ecuador.
Yeah.
She had to come back today anyway, so she didn't come back early. Nothing. I told her this morning. She was real beans about it. She was like, you handle your business. Because a lot of people don't understand this is my half-brother, but, still my little brother regardless.
Absolutely.
So we took care of everything today. Went back to work today. So she just said, it's better if you work. Because if you stay home, you ain't doing shit. Go be mad. Now, I feel a little bit better. I'm outside working with stuff. So getting it out the system.
We'll let people know how you're doing. You lost your little brother the other night.
Yeah, technically Saturday morning about 4 a.m. coming back home from a party.
All right, so he's how old?
Was 17. He would have been 18 next month.
All right, 17-year-old kid. He's coming back from a party up in what part of the Bronx?
Toward Hunts Point on the Longwood section, toward his strip club around that area.
Is that north? Where is that?
It's south, but if you keep heading up, it's toward the Whitestone.
Okay, so it's a rough neighborhood, more or less.
Well, the neighborhood he was walking through around, like my boy told me, there's a lot of activity out there. I didn't even know about that.
So there's gunfire, and he just happened to catch some of it, or it was aimed at him.
Well, no. What the police told his mom was he got shot up. Nothing was stolen. So it's basically probably either an act of mistaken identity, as the officer put it, or it wasn't a gang initiation thing or nothing like that. They said so. It was either just mistaken identity or somebody just felt like practicing shots.
Was he with anybody, your brother?
Nah, he was walking home by himself. He dropped his girl off, coming back. So,
terrible story. Just heartbreaking, man.
Yeah, but he was a good kid. Like my grandma said, you work hard, you reflect on good times, and that's it. You just keep moving. Can't really reflect too long. So it's working pretty good. I saw my dad today, which was kind of weird. I had been calling him. Apparently, he was in New York when I got to his mom's house because we did a small thing before I went to work. She got everything taken care of quite quickly, which was kind of weird, kind of like it didn't sit too well with me.
Almost too fast.
Yeah, like she had the urn and everything ready. And I was like, if he got shot Saturday morning, they did the autopsy and everything that Saturday. She got everything done basically Sunday, Monday, and then today everything was set. So, like, my grandma said, don't think about it too much. I was like, I should have asked to see, like, a proof of death or certificate or something.
Right.
She like, don't worry about it. But, like, when I got there, my dad was there. I'm like, you know, I've been calling you and shit. He was like, nah, yeah, I didn't have the heart to pick up the phone.
He was so brokenhearted about this, he couldn't even talk to anybody.
So that's all right. That's a pretty good excuse, I guess.
Right.
I don't, you know, it is what it is. But I got my grandma back, got my family back. That's means a lot.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to come in and say thank you to everybody that messaged me.
Yeah.
Meant a lot. Everybody from the show meant a lot too, like from calling. I know you yourself called. Fez contacted me online. Dave, Earl, Pitts, I think got me on MySpace. Everybody just contacted me. It meant a lot. So thank you very much for all of that. Meant a lot.
Everybody loves you very much, buddy. And our heart's broken for you. Seriously broken for you. And I want everybody to know that in this situation, you stepped up and acted like a man. You couldn't get a hold of your father. You were there for the people in your family, and that's the kind of guy that you are as well.
Well,
you stand up.
It is like my grandma says, when shit hits the fan, you got to get tough and get ready for whatever comes your way. So
right.
I don't really have nobody like I said. That's why I meant a lot. Like my boys come over that Sunday night, and usually back in like maybe 2 years ago, we would have been like, yo, let's go to that neighborhood, see what's good. They was like, sit back, relax, just think about shit. You got a future now. You got to,
You do have a future in front of you. And, I mean, if you want, we have friends in the police to make sure that the thing is going along. But at the same time, you can't throw your life away.
Yeah, no, I know
over this. I mean, if it's a police matter, you find out who it is, you turn it over to the police. You're part of society, is what I'm trying to tell you. And you're going to be rewarded from society for your own skills.
Shout out to the police department too, because I know a lot of people in my neighborhood are from my background, don't like cops, but the cops were very professional. They helped. I guess like my mom.
Yeah.
They're real cool. They like helped out with whatever. She said no complaints, nothing. Shout out to NYPD, F50, all these guys. Tough jobs they got. Stand-up folks, man.
Yeah. Well, Johnny, it's so rough. So you lose this kid. You've already had the funeral. You have an urn, and for you saying it's almost too soon for the mourning to be over. I mean, you haven't you're still somewhat in shock from all this.
Well, like it's weird because like I said before, I just want like just an urn. That's like I remember him from a kid, and I saw him about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And like you see him, he was pretty tall too. He was about like 6'1". So like you see it, and it's just like a gold little cup there. You like,
yeah,
is that it? So like I'm supposed to probably go back later because she's gonna go to Florida on Friday. And I might go take, because he kept the Nerf football from when we were kids. Like I don't see him as much as I'd like to.
Yeah.
But we he played football, and we played like maybe once or twice, and he actually kept the Nerf ball from a game we had.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see if I go get that from his mom's.
So you weren't raised with him. You guys share a father.
Yeah, that's about it. But he was really cool. All my brothers and sisters, I don't see them a lot. They all got my number. Any issues, bully issues, whatever, problems with whoever, they always call me. Sneaker money, haircut money. I look out for them.
Right.
I tell them, we all got beef with the pops, whatever, but family is family,
Right.
So he was a good kid. Love him a lot. And like I said, I miss him. Like my other brothers don't understand that as much because they never really met him like that.
Yeah.
They just know, hey, we'll leave you alone, whatever. So they were cool about that.
Well, you're also, old enough. You're not a kid anymore where, family and blood is important no matter how people were raised or whatever. That's your people.
Yeah.
And like you said, regardless of the way your father raised you guys, you lost your brother, you know?
But I don't really look at it as a loss because with remembrance, you never really lose anybody as long as you remember them. So, Like I told my grandma, like, you know what, if you want to cry, it's cool, whatever. She gave me a hug. It was nice. Teared up a little bit. She just said, whatever you do in life, just make sure you do it properly and you keep his memory in mind.
Right.
So he's a good kid. Like I said before, I'm going to miss him. And just thanks to everybody just reached out and really meant a lot.
Right.
That was real nice.
Well, people really do care about you a lot, Johnny. I mean, you're a big part of this show. What you're doing with Hicks, I think it's tremendous stuff. I was blown away right from the beginning, and I got nothing but high hopes for you guys. And that's why I really do want you to make sure that you leave it as a police matter. You know?
And
I understand a couple years ago you would have been different, but you really do got to look at the future.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm trying to, like, it's tough to, like, if you sit back and try to think about why it happened, you're going to just lose your mind.
You can't.
You just leave it as is.
And
that's it.
I don't know what it is. We were just talking. There's been so much tragedy all around us. What's happened with Hicks's mom, and Fez has had problems. I've had problems. Yours right now tops everybody. You know what I mean? In terms of just this thing. But then you try to go, all the stuff that we're talking about, it seems to be wrong place, wrong time, numbers game. You know what I mean? Like, we read the news, we know these things happen, but when they happen to you, you're like, why did this happen? Is it because I did something or they did something? You try to figure it out, and it's literally impossible. Mm-hmm. There's no answers along that way.
As far as that goes, I try to, like I said before, I just try not to think about it.
Right.
Because if you do, you're going to just, break your mind.
Yeah, you will.
So, I met his girlfriend today. She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
I told her, like, she took it hard like everybody because she was the last one to say him.
Sure.
She was like, it's my fault. You should have gone this way. I'm like, ain't nothing you could do. Like, if you were there, you would have got shot up too. So you here for a reason. Just keep doing what you're doing. If you need anything, give me a call, whatever.
Well, I know it sounds trite, Johnny, but anything you need, we're all here for you. And I know it's a stupid thing because I don't like it when it's said to me, and then I'm saying it to you. No. But there's nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people here do love you, man. They do care about you very much.
It means a lot. And again, thanks to everybody reaching out. Really meant a lot. Tough times and shit. But we got to keep keeping on, man. That's about it.
What was your brother's name?
Jonathan. Jonathan Albert. My dad liked to call him Johnny, but they named him Jonathan Albert.
Okay.
He was a good boy.
All right. We'll take a break. Ron and Fez Show.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show.
XM 202.
It's the Ron and Fez Show. #866-RUN-0-FEZ, 866-RUN-0-FEZ. Ever need to email us at ronandfez@AOL.com, ronandfez@AOL.com. So our little buddy Bronx Johny came in to talk to us today. He wanted to thank everybody who sent him regards about losing his little brother to a fucking senseless murder in the Bronx, where some animals, some beasts just opened fire on this kid as he's walking home at night. Hicks, come on in here. You and Johnny have been putting together this podcast. The new dream is you guys to have your own show, huh?
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Let's put that together.
You keeping an eye on Johnny for us?
Oh, yeah, I've been in contact with him every day.
Yeah.
I'm making sure he's all right.
He's a good kid. He really is.
I know, I love him.
We don't say it enough, but he's an absolute doll, this kid.
Yeah.
And when something like this happens, we try to put this together. There's just no way. There's no way that you can figure out how some people walk through life and other people don't.
Yeah, and just get shit on, and it's just random acts of fucked up shit happening.
And that's why I like to say to John Lennon, there's no instant karma, brother. You of all people should know that. There is just no instant karma. Things happen to good people, and then you see bad people hit the lottery. Just there's no way, there's no force that at least we can say in this world that guides between good and bad. Remember they did that book a couple years ago when bad things happen to good people? I couldn't even crack the book open because that fucking statement alone.
It's god awful.
It makes me infuriated, you know? I should write a book of my life saying when good things happen to bad people, the Ron Bennington story. The shit I've gotten away with. That breaks my heart to see a kid like that, though.
Yeah, he's holding up, but, it's not 100%. You know?
Well, as tough as can be.
Whoever knows who's holding up what. Just because people don't sob in public doesn't mean that they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they don't take it just as hard as everybody else.
Yeah, it's rough when, who knows behind closed doors or,
Absolutely.
When
We
he's at home.
can't use Fez as the criteria of whether people are doing good or bad. I'm always trying to tell that to Fezzy. Just because people aren't saying the same things that you're saying don't mean that they ain't feeling them.
Yeah.
You know? Some people like to go keep a cool quotient going. All right. So there you have that. There's a new documentary out about the guys who walked on the moon, right?
Okay.
What's the name of it, Fez?
In the Shadow of the Moon.
In the Shadow of the Moon, which is also the new Dane Cook song that's fantastic.
Oh, good.
Everybody who's walked on the moon showed up and was interviewed except for one person. Neil Armstrong has said to this country, I don't want to talk about the moon. He hates to talk about the moon, doesn't like to show up. The worst thing you do if you met Neil Armstrong was say, hey, weren't you on the moon? He'll fucking slam the door in your face.
But we only have so many few people.
So many few people is all we have. But this is the first guy that walked on the moon, which not only is the most famous, he's the famous one, because no one ever cares what happens second or third.
Astronaut number 15.
No one cares about them. They can go to Costco. And no one's going to say anything about him. And now, something has happened over the years with Neil Armstrong. It's either no big deal to go to the moon and he feels like an idiot that anybody pointed him out, or B, he saw something up there on that moon. Snake, spider, he found a book that said, here it's I'm going to eat humans. He knows something's awful and he won't come back and tell us. But there is something about Neil Armstrong. I can't think of anyone who's done a bigger disappearing act than Neil Armstrong.
Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire at least was out there for a while.
J.D. Salinger.
Yeah, I was going to say, the guy, Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah.
J.D. Salinger, he went away. Apparently lives in a house that doesn't even have a road that goes to it.
I thought he died a couple of years ago.
No.
He's still a hermit?
The word is he's writing books.
Oh.
That there's like 90 books in that fucking house of his, and I bet it's all gibberish.
How about Bobby Fischer?
But he's shown up a few times playing chess. Didn't he get arrested?
Once in public.
Yeah, Bobby Fischer has done a disappearing. So it's Neil Armstrong. The thing is, no one ever says Neil Armstrong's a nut like these other people. Neil Armstrong is just cranky and wants nothing to do with anyone.
What if he's guilty over perhaps he never went to the moon? In other words,
that's one of the things that people bring up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, of course he doesn't want to talk about it. He wasn't there.
TV set.
Yeah. And let me tell you something, Mr. 9/11 conspiracy guy. We went to the moon, or else the Russians would be screaming about it. Don't think that they didn't trace us all the way to the moon and back. They know we went to the moon. You got to be an imbecile to think we didn't get up there. But Neil Armstrong wants nothing to do with the rest of us. Thinks we're a bunch of fucking morons. Shut up, Earthlings. Stop asking me what it's like to be on the moon.
Johnny Carson did that huge disappearing act.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's death, Fezzy.
Well,
when a man has cancer and passes away, that's not a disappearing act.
Before that, he disappeared.
He didn't disappear. He went to his house in Malibu, kept an office, just never went back on TV.
He's still in office?
Yeah, still.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he owned all those shows.
Okay.
So they still sell those tapes, and he had a lot of money.
Yeah.
He had a giant house, 1 bedroom, which I thought was just fantastic. I have a large house. No, you can't stay over. It's right on the beach. I'm sorry, I only have the 1 bedroom. But Grandpa, don't Grandpa me. There's a fucking Holiday Inn right down the street. Let me run over here. Eric, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys. What about Earl? Last I heard, he was hanging posters at 1027 and hasn't been heard from since.
That's your idea of a phone call. That you thought was going to get big laughs out of us. It was an awful call, Eric. Just so you know. The little fantasy that you had that, hey, the guys are talking, so I'll take the fucking show right back down to an attack Earl. You notice Fez and Dave didn't follow you down there. They didn't care about it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
What happened to Richard Dawson from the Family Feud? He's like totally disappeared.
All right, I'm talking about Neil Armstrong, and your only way, the first man on the moon, your way to connect is Richard Dawson. Now, we lost Brett Summers. Earlier this year, Charles Nelson Riley.
Heartbreaking.
We've lost most of that cast now.
Oh, yeah, Gene Rayburn's gone.
Murdered.
Really?
No.
Oh, man.
So, but Richard Dawson, the guy that we didn't like, was there.
Yeah, he's still ticking. He's still around. But the Brett Summers thing is just a horrible loss for all of the community of television.
Well, is your and you feel like you're part of that community? Does you have a Pal Talk camera? Does your chick still dress up like her since
yeah,
the problem?
She puts the shades. Oh, the problem. She hasn't dressed up that much since that issue. Yeah.
What issue?
When there was she dressed up like Brett Summers and another person besides myself dressed up like Charles Nelson Riley.
Jonathan.
Right. I was hoping
your chick does have on the Brett Summers look right now.
I hope she's wearing black too.
She is wearing black, and she's just lifted her shirt up above her breasts.
Oh man.
Perfect look. You're a very lucky man.
Just like Brett used to.
The shirt above her breasts.
Yes.
No. Can you take that?
Here's our good friend Mikey Boy. Hello, Mikey.
Hey guys, another
Mikey. I want to thank you for the tribute for me and Fez.
Oh, no problem. Sorry, the dates might not have been exactly
That's
right.
Fez's fault, not yours. Fez wants to say that he was there at the beginning, but he was not.
The guy who I think really did a disappearing act, especially compared to the other players of his era, is Sandy Koufax.
Sandy Koufax, why do you think he does? And supposedly he's still, people still write about him.
Yeah.
Like I saw Sandy Koufax.
Right.
And they claim that he still talks with the young Dodger pitchers.
Yeah, he does.
Will work with them, but he just doesn't want to be a public figure.
He also has visited the Mets spring training a couple times, too.
Because he lives over that way?
Yeah, but the whole thing about Sandy Koufax is that he's rumored to be gay, and so that he doesn't want to go out into public life to be exposed. That's just the rumor.
Way for you to put it out there. His worst fear.
Now exposed.
No, I heard it from a reporter.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you respect the man, and he goes, this is something I want to keep private, why would you be the one to do it?
Well, I just wanted to impart the info that I got.
You, of all people, your real father refused to go on The View because he didn't want that kind of hate.
Barry Manilow is just my namesake.
Did your mom not date him?
She did date him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sure.
He may be your real dad.
And it always seems suspicious that all the brothers came, 4 years apart.
Yeah.
Until I came along.
Oh.
And it was a lot later. And at that
More
point,
retarded.
Right? No. And my dad was away on vacation. I mean, not away on work a lot in Japan, and that's when I was born.
They almost named you Wasted Retirement Fund. Why was that?
I don't think that's necessary.
All right, Mikey Boy, fabulous.
Hey.
Yeah.
Speaking of baseball players, didn't DiMaggio kind of disappear after Marilyn's death?
Well, Mr. Coffee keeps you from disappearing.
I saw him at the Dinky Donuts.
Matt, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, listen, maybe the movie...
Larry Sanders writes a lot for this show. Yesterday, Pitsy's giving us ideas for the show. One he got right off Curb. And here's something from Curb. And I go, what? They have a show.
Oh.
Matt.
Yeah, maybe the moon just makes you crazy because isn't Buzz Aldrin like cold cocking people who say they don't believe that he was actually on the moon now?
Well,
That
I
guy
don't
went
blame
up to
him.
and told him he said he
I'd
faked
punch
it.
somebody, too, if they said I didn't go to the moon and I did. I'd be out of my mind.
And
I'd just
so
throw a
maybe
bunch
they're
of
just-
moon dust in their face.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, peace.
But if you're Neil Armstrong, go around bragging. You're first guy on the moon. No one is ever going to top that.
Maybe he knows that someone did top it. The people who live there on the moon that later are going to invade us.
Oh, God.
Then it's his responsibility to speak up.
Oscar, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you? Oscar.
Hey, you guys are missing a good one, Sid Barrett.
Sid Barrett is another one of those people who went away because he was crazy.
Yeah. It wasn't voluntary. He was just a mental mess who had to live with his mom after...
Up until age 27.
No, that's me. It was in his early 50s before he passed, I think.
He just passed away a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's what I said. But he was in his early 50s.
I think he was even later than that. Because he was a 60s guy. You know, I mean, 64, 65 is when Pink Floyd got together.
Yeah, I know.
And he was writing for them.
Right, and Piper at the Gates of Dawn came out in 67, and he was the predominant force behind that album.
All right, so that's 40 years ago now. So that would put him in his 60s if he was in his 20s then.
All right. I thought maybe he was in his early to late 50s.
Well, you know, I've never heard early to late. You jumped over mid.
I could see that wasn't
Doesn't work.
10 years there. So.
Yeah. All right, so Sid, again... like a lot of the crazy people we're talking about, he didn't want to go away. He's a retard, though.
Hey, come on.
You don't think he's retarded?
He just had... I think he had mental problems. I heard he was still creative between painting...
He was living with his mom till what age?
Late 50s.
Wow. Jesus.
58.
That would be you if Casey dumb shit. You will be back with your mom. You moved out at what age?
27. What's the big deal?
Fez, you moved out at what age?
Yeah, 27 doesn't seem so bad. 30.
And was making good cash. And was making money, but still was living at home. Had no excuse.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, if I had been making money, I would have left that keg stand at 18, 19, but I just didn't have the funds.
You tried at 17.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how we doing, buddies?
How did he try at 17?
He ran away from home.
That was at age 23.
Oh, 23.
17, you are running away. 23, you're not. You're coming home from the military. What can we do for you, Mike?
Yeah, this is probably one that probably should have went away, but how about that Arsenio Hall? You never hear nothing from that guy anymore.
Well, he does Leno's show.
I guess I've never seen him on there.
Yeah, well, you probably don't watch, and I don't blame you for it, but Leno
Talk to you
always
guys later.
brings him back on to do like a man on the street thing. And he's still as bad as Arsenio Hall.
Oh,
He's
that's
that bad.
what it's down to?
Yeah.
Just, well, how long was his show on for?
It was probably on 5-6 years. Was it on about that long, Earl?
I was going to say like 3 or 4.
I think more than that. If you go when Dan Carvey used to parody his show on SNL in 88, and then Clinton did the saxophone thing on his show in 92. So that's 4 years right there.
Yeah, I think I was guessing it was about 5 years. And believe it or not, it was a show that some money used to run through because BET wasn't big yet.
Yeah.
And he would be the only guy that would have on, you know,
Black
certain
stars.
hip-hop, black comics, black stars.
Yeah.
I mean, the show kind of made sense to do, whether you liked Arsenio or not.
It was before its time almost, or maybe before...
Maybe it was right of its time. Maybe it was the perfect show for its time. But now, you know, there are places where you can get exposure if you're Kanye West or 50 Cent. But back then, they could not.
They were going to be on Letterman.
Yeah, they weren't really going to be playing to white America. Did you used to watch the show, Earl?
Yeah, I watched it on occasion. I wasn't like a faithful listener. Viewer.
It was a terrible show. I mean, there was a lot of screaming instead of
pound.
laughing.
Yeah, a lot of woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, there was a lot of dog pound barking. There was a lot about getting fired up.
Yeah, but his big bump was when he got Clinton on when Clinton wasn't Clinton yet. When he had Clinton on, and then I think the most controversial episode he ever had, he had Farrakhan on.
Well, he also had Magic on. He broke the story with Magic, right?
I believe so. Right after he disclosed that he was HIV positive.
Right. So I remember that was like a high mark for him. And then when Carson left, he said he was going to beat Leno's ass, and that Leno was the coach's kid, and the whole thing fell apart on him. Didn't work out. All right, somebody sent... Oh, The Onion sent us this. AV Club from The Onion, which, by the way, is fantastic. The Onion is so fucking hysterical.
It's awesome. For
and
years,
then the
it's
AV
been great.
Club... Yeah. I mean, just week after week.
Yeah.
They have it at my coffee shop, and I'll go over there and get a free onion and laugh my ass off sitting in the coffee shop. And I'll go like this to people around me. Have you read The Onion? It's so funny. And then I'll listen to tapes of our show, and I'll feel terrible. All right, here's 12 great famous living recluses. 12, Bobby Fischer. Give yourself something.
Thank you.
Number 11, The Residents. I don't even know what that is.
A band? I don't
know who they are.
The whole band went away?
10, Sly Stone. Hiding in plain sight, my man. 9, Lauryn Hill. You really don't hear about Lauryn Hill. She pops up every once in a while.
I think for the Chappelle block party, she fucking showed her face.
Well, she was with
the Fugees.
The Fugees back together. 8, John Hughes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What happened to John Hughes? He was the biggest thing in the
80s.
Biggest director, where he was just everything he touched was gold there for a while. Shit, but gold shit.
Molly Ringwald grew up, and he had no more muse.
7, the Wachowski brothers. Well, now sisters. 6, Terrence Malick. 5, Steve Ditko. 4, Bill Watterson. 3, Harper Lee. She only wrote the one book, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the greatest American novel ever, To Kill a Mockingbird. And that's all she had in her.
Well, she spent it all, you know? You think?
I had a story. I told it. I had nothing else for you. Get away from me. 2, Thomas Pynchon, another writer, who some people believe that he was Salinger for a while. They thought that Salinger was putting his name out under this guy's. And number 1, J.D. Salinger. Mikey Boy's Sandy Koufax not there.
Maybe because Sandy Koufax does go to spring training.
So he has been seen.
By Mookie Wilson.
Yeah, but he's not. I don't think he's around spring training when everybody's watching. He's not at the games.
No, you're right. He works just with the players.
Here is Alvin. Alvin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
Mutt Lange, what about him? You don't hear much about him.
Mutt Lange, the record producer. Earl, what happened? Did he just go away with a bag full of money?
That's all he did. That's all
he won't even.
Twain and Def
Thank
Leppard.
you. I'll talk to the other Earl.
Yeah, they won't. I mean, the publicity shot he puts out is like 20 years old. He won't even put it he just.
That's always funny when people use their old publicity.
And he is not in plain sight. He doesn't want to be talked. I mean, Shania Twain, she doesn't mention him in interviews. Basically, she'll mention Robert, his real name, but she won't say, we went to this. And
what's she gonna call Mutt? Me and Mutt. We're going over things. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how about Craig Kilborn?
Well, to me, the amazing thing there is that Craig Kilborn ever appeared. The fact that he had shows is phenomenal to me.
He's good on The Daily Show. And
You're kidding, right? Tell me you're kidding, and then we'll all have a big laugh together.
No, I was a fan of his.
I remember he went away when he gave up his TV show, which, by the way, is doing a lot better since he left it. Just like The Daily Show did a lot better once he left it. He said, I'm going away to make and produce TV shows and be in films. And I'm like,
worked out.
The easiest way to do that is when you have a TV show. That's when people will go, yes, I'll talk to you because you can help me. No. You don't give it up and then go away.
The last thing he was in was Old School, I think. He played the Dick.
And was fabulous, playing the Dick.
And then he got killed at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we all cried.
A little bit.
When Craig Kilburn, when the car fell on Craig Kilburn. All right, Ron and Fez show. I got to admit to you, that Bronx Johny really brought the room down, didn't he? It's hard to get, it's hard to talk about Mutt Lange when you know what Bronx Johnny's going through. We're talking about this, though. We all have problems.
Yeah.
Everybody connected with this show is problems. Fez has problems. I got stuff going on. You, of course. Dave found out that his wife's husband is retarded. So
That's me, though.
Huh?
That's me you're
I
talking
didn't
about.
I didn't want you to know that we were talking about you.
Makes it all the harder.
Fuck it.
Let's go over here to Blowhard and see if things weren't better in the 60s and 70s. I have a feeling that they were. Blowhard.
Gentlemen.
Do you miss Pop Rocks? Do you miss how good they were?
How's our recluse?
I'm doing okay, guys. I was just thinking about the ultimate in recluses, Greta Garbo. She basically was the one who started it all, right? Walked away from stardom in Hollywood, and every so often there'd be a Greta Garbo sighting in the Upper East Side in a grocery store, and she'd be all covered up. But Greta Garbo has to be one. But if I want to bring a little more old, new school, what about Christopher Cross?
Criss Cross, make you jump.
The guy's music was everywhere.
Well, then he turned black and put his pants on backwards.
Yeah, and also you could throw in Seals and Crofts. Whatever happened to those guys? Those guys were hit makers. They're in the charts.
I think, time marched on for them. Criss Cross had one album that sold big and then nothing else, right?
I don't know.
And he was
pretty
terrible.
Popular. He had the Arthur theme song.
Yeah,
and
he did the
also
song
had
to
Sailing
Arthur. And then he did Sailing and Ride Like the Wind. And he won a bunch of Grammys. And then that was the end of. Supposedly he was one of those guys that was not an attractive guy just as MTV started. So you weren't going to have a Criss Cross video.
Yeah, well, he was, and Seals and Crofts, they made hits. They were doing commercials. They were hit singles all the time, all over the AM radio dial,
Yeah.
and they just vanished. And finally, on a lighter note, let's just give our props to GVAC that he's recovering home right now as we speak. He had his surgery finally today.
He got the stones out and he's already headed home?
Yeah, he went for the ambulatory, I think, where they just stick the big metal rods in you and they do the arthroscopic surgery.
Now,
so.
from what I understand, he has a very attractive house nurse that's with him.
Yeah, I hear things. I don't
Yeah.
know. But anyway, if you're listening, buddy.
Sheepy will tell me anything.
Yeah, what a sellout that Sheepy is.
Sheepy and Mooch let me know. Well, they got HTG completely blocked in for me. Completely blocked in, where it's like Secret Service. She's on the move. She's on the move. She's up and going. Her dress is on fire.
I don't know. I just stay home, and I'm a recluse, so I'm better off this way. I stay out of trouble. I don't know.
You go to those Brooklyn games.
Yeah, I go to my Cyclone games, and once in a while, hit Nathan's for a nice hot dog. It's just a nice place. It's a nice place for solitude, sitting on the boardwalk, feeding the pigeons.
Yes, I know. You're feeding the pigeons.
Feeding the pigeons,
You have a
looking out at the
cane.
ocean, thinking about what could have been.
You know what you should do? You should look at old calendars.
I do that.
Yeah. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Have a good day, buddies.
I really do like. I really do like him. Here's Big Steve. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, ever since Bobo went to that amazing deal you do there, he seems like he disappeared ever since he got beat up by Club Soda Kenny.
Bobo took the collar from the show. The last thing he said was something disparaging about one of the guys on the show. About the way he thought that he was treated the last time he called in.
Wow.
A member of the show really hurt his feelings.
Who was that?
Doesn't matter who, Fez. But he has left and will make no more contact.
Can you give us a hint, like you gave us a hint with your Pal Talk spy? Just tell us with what initial, maybe?
I think we all know. I think we know when people leave the show who hurt their feelings.
Oh, okay.
I can't figure out who.
The streak is alive. I'll just say that. The streak has not been broken. Now, by the way, Mikey D said he was trying to reach me through you, and you did not tell me, Dave. Is that not true?
Yeah, he's crazy. He called me once 3-4 weeks ago. But this whole thing about I've been trying to get in touch with him.
He just called you once.
Yeah.
I owe him a call back.
One voice message.
Okay.
That's it. 3 or 4 weeks ago.
And the Bobo thing, I just figure everything will come back around sooner or later. You can't worry about every single problem.
It usually does with Bobo.
This time someone hurt him, though.
I gotta find out who did it.
Why joke? Why be meaner when you know? Why be meaner?
Me?
Why be meaner is all I'm asking. You, Mr. Sensitivity, why do you act like I don't know what happened?
I can't even remember a specific about it.
I know. You never do. You know why? It's because it didn't happen to you. You only seem to be sensitive. You're the most sensitive about what happens to you, but you can't see outside yourself. You're like Danielle from the Dick and Danielle show. That I've been watching her. Every time she has a bad feeling, she blames it on someone. It's impossible for her to know that it's her own mood swings. So she'll feel bad and just blame whoever walks by. She also can't say a positive thing in her life, which I think a lot of people have that problem. If they're having a great meal, they'll go, this isn't bad. Or if they're having a good time, they'll be like, that wasn't awful. That wasn't so terrible. And I'm like, why can't you just state something as the positive?
This is great. And I hate when someone will say, say you give a good point during a discussion, and then the person you said it to goes, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Rather than saying, that's a good point.
Right.
I have no problem with what you said.
Or they'll act like people, well, she's not ugly. What does that mean? She's attractive? You fucking glasses half full idiot?
I might fuck her. I don't know.
Yeah.
He could do worse.
Yeah.
So, you had no idea, Fez?
No, I had no idea I was the reason he was staying away. And I'm being completely honest.
Even though it's up longer than a month now.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was staying away, but I didn't know I was the specific reason for it.
The what?
Specific reason for it.
Well, HTG was also mean to him behind. I guess he wanted everyone to be on his side. Well, you remember that's what happened with Crazy Jen.
Oh, yeah.
The blowout.
Right.
Well, they were a team. He felt the same as her.
But then he went ahead and when he got into an altercation or whatever you want to call it, it wasn't even that much, with Club Soda Kenny, him and Kenny, I thought, settled it on the air. So I didn't know anything went beyond.
Have you tried to contact him?
No.
Why do you say so mad like that? But then you're surprised. No. It's time to talk to Indie Mike.
Won't you be brother, big brother?
It's a Big Brother update.
Well, Indie Mike, it's the end of another Big Brother summer.
Yep, this is it.
And apparently it was a very, very successful year for CBS.
Oh yeah, it always turns out well. As much as everyone says they hate it at the beginning, it always.
I hated it too this year, and I ended up enjoying it very much.
It's kind of going out for some of us. It's kind of going out with a fizzle. I'm sure the people that only watch it on TV are quite fired up for it. For me, it's kind of like going out on a real slow note.
You've got no doubts who's going to win this tonight, huh?
Actually, I don't have any. I have a feeling who's going to win it, but it could just be the jury house just messing with their minds.
And they do that from time to time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they will be harder on the person that they are going to not vote for. You got two ways of looking at this, and it's the way that you view the game. Is it a game about winning contests and being clutch, or is it a game about strategy? And you've got both the two best players in the game up there.
Yep.
And I'm normally a guy who leans towards strategy every year, but there is a lot to be said for the way Janelle played, and this year, the way certain people play, that when you win those games when it matters.
Nick, and Danielle saved Dick's ass on a number of occasions.
A couple of times, yeah.
With her winning those competitions.
And as much as everybody's saying Dick could not win without, Danielle could not win without Dick, the same thing could be said of Dick. And that is a strategy to be, everyone's acting like, well, she would tell her dad to go yell at people. That's a fucking good strategy.
Psych them out.
Yeah, that is using him and being Machiavellian as part of the game. So I would have no problem at all if Danielle won this thing. I think what's going to hurt her is the America's vote, because Eric is probably going to be told to vote for Dick. and then he'll at least try to get his chick on his side with that.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to tell. I will say that if you think about with your arguments, at least the past two, just off the top of my head, Maggie beat out a vet. Not that was a big thing, but Maggie would have seen more as the strategy player. And then last year, I guess Mike Boogie. You know what? I don't know now. See, that's why I don't know, because both of them, they're all who would have won between those guys. I don't know. I think Dick should win it just because he was the one that was out there.
I do too, but if I'm Eric and Dick backstabbed me, I would honestly say you had my vote. We were going to Final Four. You would have won this thing with me. I'm going to go out of my way to fucking ruin it for you. That's also part of the game. So I got no problem with anybody going, I mean, obviously Jen can't vote for fucking Dick. She just it went too far. It wasn't just strategy, it was cruelty. So you can understand that. He's probably not going to get
Dustin.
Well, we'll take the two religious girls. He probably lost them. So that's 3 votes right there. You only need one more.
Right.
So Dustin
He's not going to vote for.
Go for him. So it looks pretty strong that Danielle could win this thing, no matter what was said to her.
But Dick and Danielle are convinced that Dick's the one that's going to walk out with it.
I know they are.
Yeah.
I know they are. I've seen that. But I don't think that he's going to pull Jen or either one of the Christian girls. I really don't.
I think he might get Jamaica.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Because they were, he really patched things up when he went after Dolphin Crash when they were Final Four.
He has a better chance with Jamaica than Amber. He's definitely her.
I mean, he went to Jamaica after the fact. After she was already voted out. So that might not mean shit to her, particularly when she gets back in that house. I mean, what he was doing there was trying to get a vote, not patching things up.
Oh, right, yeah.
And he made her swear on the Bible and shit. That stuff is pretty fucking harsh. All right, so you're picking Dick to win this whole thing tonight, Mike.
I'm picking, but I honestly don't care who wins it. I won't be surprised if either one of them does.
Here's my guarantee. If Dick wins this, I don't care what the rules say, Danielle's getting some money.
You're right.
If Danielle wins this, Dick ain't getting shit. Because that girl only cares about herself.
Yep, I agree.
And I think it will be another 2 years before they speak again, at least. Yeah. Unless they end up on an all-star cast.
Yep.
That can happen, definitely. And this,
you know what? I love my parents. I don't think I talk to them much more than that. And I'm crazy about them. I don't know what you're saying to your parents all the time when you keep talking. Hey, how's everything? Remember when you used to take me places? I don't know what to say. I don't have anything to say anymore. You're 80. I don't know what to say to you. How you like that Sunday football package? It's nice.
I think that this money will tear them apart forever. Probably.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They might not have tomorrow, but they had yesterday. That's where they are.
It's on tape, too.
Okay, Mike.
All right, you guys take care.
And I definitely want to talk to you next summer. I really do.
Okay, I'm sure you do.
You know what? I didn't tell you this. My daughter did not know that you ran the I Love Reality site that she's went to for a couple of years. And I go, well, yeah, that's my buddy. She's like, bullshit. I'm like, you're bullshit.
Oh, no.
Danielle. I call her Danielle now. So you're a celebrity to some people.
Well, that's very cool. Thank you very much.
Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Thanks, Indy Mike.
Thanks, bye.
What do these things even mean? It is what it is, but the notes that come in here and how little they have to do with what really matters in life is beyond me. So who are you picking, Fez, Dick?
Danielle.
Oh, you went back to Danielle doing that?
Yeah. Well, I've been to Danielle.
Choosing Dick.
Dick. Always you choose Dick. You fucking femme. You thought that Danielle played a better game?
Yeah.
I would. If I'm on the jury, I'm choosing Eric, but I'm thinking because of the people, and they were all bad gamers this year, who don't get the game, I think that they're going to choose Danielle.
I originally thought Dick would get it because people would respect how he played, but
he's the star of the year. Let's face it.
Yeah, but I think he just pissed off too many people too far.
Right, and that means that they don't respect the game. They're the type of people who
they're idiots.
They don't know what the game is about, so they're going to pick Danielle. Who do you pick, girl?
Going with Evil
Jamaica?
Dick. I'm going with Evil Dick.
Yeah. You love Evil Dick, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's a character. How can you not go with the character?
Yeah. What are you doing tonight? Monopoly?
Possibly, but
Yeah.
I'm not signed in. But my wife is going to play Monopoly with Alki and Solaire.
Why aren't you playing?
It's maybe a long trip to Jersey. I'm not sure if I can make it. I might have some things to do.
You're useless in here. You ought to try to stay up all night tonight and come in tomorrow and be silly guy. What do you say to that? I think this could work for you. Pull an all-nighter. I'm very serious. Pull an all-nighter where you don't get any sleep.
Nothing.
And come in here being the fun, crazy guy that you used to be.
Because
I miss that guy.
I feel like I am. I feel like I am trying to be silly.
No.
I mean, I am silly, not trying to be.
No,
but-
you're not. I mean, you're sitting in a chair together. You're wearing your hat backwards.
Right.
It's attempts to be silly, but I don't think it's breaking out on the air yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull an all. So no sleep.
Yeah. Fezzy, you too? All-nighter?
I'll stay up all night.
All right, all-nighter. I want you guys to call each other every half hour.
Okay.
And see if we can't pull this off.
You want us to drink booze or?
Yeah, I want you to drink booze. That'll keep you up.
Yeah.
It's not going to help.
Well, because without the alcohol, a lot of times, no, I usually fall asleep at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I've always been an early bird.
I could talk to you for hours on end. You're Mr. Excitement. I just saying I'm looking for the fun guy. Not the guy who says stuff like, I like to get to bed early. I'm an early bird. I enjoy a dessert after a meal.
Right.
What am I doing? What has happened here? Who do I play off of? Luckily, I got Hicks. You coming in tomorrow, Hicks?
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to laugh at these guys for not getting any sleep.
Nice.
Hopefully, I can get them into tears. That's what I'm really after.
That'll happen about 2 a.m.
When's the last time that you guys stayed up all night?
I haven't done it in a long, long time, 5-6 years.
Do you think you can do it?
Yeah, I think I can do it with my motivation and all.
And you guys really want to do this?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
All right. You swearing to Jesus that we can trust you? That there'll be no catnapping?
Swear to Jesus.
Oh, I swear to Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even going to shower either. I'm going to
Good.
throw that.
Why?
In.
Oh, good.
I'm not going to shower. I'm not going to.
Fez, don't shower either.
I'm not going to shave. I won't shave.
All right, this is all.
Nothing grows anyway.
And I might not even change my clothes.
That'd be great.
Try not to poop.
And I might have a beer.
And that's different, Hal. Earl, you staying up all night? Can I count on you?
I don't know if I can stay up all night.
Can I count on you?
I'll try, yeah.
He won't.
I can't have you try. I need to count on you.
All right, I'm in.
Okay, there you go. The three guys, three amigos. Put your hats on. Pitsy, stay up all night?
I'm up.
All right,
Not
there we
sleeping.
go.
He's up all night anyway
All right.
with the amount of that he does.
He does coke?
I wasn't saying he does that. It was just.
I didn't know you did coke. Do you really, Pitsy?
No, I don't do coke, Ron.
I didn't think you did.
Sure you don't. Long Island.
You're already a little sleep deprived.
Bunch drunk.
Yeah.
Earl will be out in a chair in 15 minutes.
I'm just worried about your hearts. You don't get sleep.
I didn't
It's a
think
lot of
about
strain on
that.
your heart. All right, that's it for us. I promised that somebody something, but first I just